Hello. Hello, everybody. Everybody in the chat. Operative D, Mike Gould, Davina Duckworth,
yeah.
Robert Wantland, Paul Morales. Hello.
My brother Paul.
Welcome. So I'm here with YoJoe Reviews, Destro Designs.
What's up?
And we're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna talk specifically about the greatest. We do a little criticize Hasbro, praise Hasbro a bit. So we talk about some things that they're kind of falling down on, and then you got to balance that. As you know, if you're a teacher, you don't want to be a dick, only a dick. You gotta
right. Got tough love and then nice love.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about that, a little tough love, and then we'll throw in our favorite Cobra and Joes, what we think the best classified are. And we broke it up to Cobra and Joe because I knew the reason I had to do that because I felt like if we didn't, my list would be 80-90% Cobra.
Right.
Which probably
actually, believe it or not, initially I would have said the same thing, but initially I had what was my top 5 Cobras and then only 1 or 2 honorable mentions. Maybe it's just the way they were released, but the Joes were I couldn't believe it. At first, when I went down, I was like, wow, I've got way more Joes that stood out to me than Cobras. I thought that was a little strange.
When they stand out, I think that's the ones is when they stand out, there were characters I don't care that much about, but they're mind-blowingly good.
Yeah, that's the thing is when you had the Budo come out, which was he was kind of not a joke character, but kind of a joke character, and you're like, oh my god, that is amazing. And Crystal Ball, who we have fans that really like the original Crystal Ball. I'm like, dude, I couldn't get him as a kid. I'm like, I'm like, no, I do not want this, And now I'm like, dang, that's really good. I can respect the glow up on that.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good compared to the original. The original sucked so hard, but I was kind of a little bit. I kind of
they didn't go the other direction. How Tiger Force Dusty's actually pretty good in Real American Hero, but he's just straight trash.
Right.
At least to me.
Right.
At least to me.
Yeah.
But that's
just a boring
for a whole other video.
It's what Tiger Force Dusty is good for? Cheap fodder to practice your dyeing skills, your painting skills. Just that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to dye him all black and see what happens.
You go by the Hasbro offices. Here you go. Just take him. There you go.
Right. If you can make the trip here, take these.
Operative D, tattooed rock and roll classified. He was on my. He would be on my honorable mentions list. He almost
right.
Yeah, for me, but. All right, Paul Morales calling out everybody.
Zaymon in the house. What's up, brother?
So nice. So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Things are good. I got at a major turning point in these house renovations I'm always talking about. I finally got that blow-in insulation done, so now I can get back to making some progress and stuff. But man, I swear, I've seen it before. I know all about it. Being on different jobs, but when I watched them do it and they left and I handed the guy the money, which he even gave me an excellent deal because it was, friend of a friend. And I'm like, man, I should just go buy this truck with all the chemicals that they have. It's the easiest thing because the yo-yos that they send are just $20 an hour, dudes doing a regular, it was just, I don't know. I felt I get like that often in the trades where I'm like, how much are you making to do that? Yeah. I was like, I don't want to haul tools around. I want to haul that hose up to the second floor and spray something real quick. And these guys didn't even know how to do all the prep that had to be done for it. There was putting wood here, there, and then pulling nails and all. They didn't even do that. I did all that. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh my God, I could do so good.
It's your retirement job right there, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably $150,000 knowing the investment. So
we got a lot of people.
Hope we get it out of Sunday.
A lot of people putting their.
My week was pretty good. Went to Hoosier Collecticon, which had 0 classifies, but had some pretty awesome Joes. They had a Night Boomer in box, beautiful. This one dude had literally all of Battle Force with the boxes in on card, all kinds of stuff. I was like. I'm like, if I collected them, I would have got them all. They was that good. I ended up getting I got a couple things from him, and I got a rock and roll straight arm on card as well. I was nice. So it was going, and I was going to go visit some more stores, and then I got a flat tire when I drove out of the Hancock County thing, and I'm like 3 hours from home. I'm like, oh man, this is not good.
Damn, that sucks. something cool on Saturday. I dropped my first article on Serpentor's Lair. Very proud of that and humbled for the opportunity. You can catch my stuff there every Tuesday and Friday. So I'll be getting you through that crappy Tuesday and then sending you into the weekend with something GI Joe related. It is I basically just set time to sit down. I do it. It basically comes out like I just sit down and it comes right out. Like I think about it for a couple days and then I just sit down and it comes right out. And
cool.
I'm terrible with typos, so I have to go back and make sure I correct the 150 that I have in there. But it is fun. I can't do that in a tweet, right? I can't put all this, so, and they're the great people over there. First of all, the other writers are really great too, which is what led me to reaching out to them, so make sure you're checking all that out if you head over there and all the other stuff. But yeah, so it's nice. It's an outlet that I haven't really visited in a long time. I don't know. I was published in like a couple magazines in my early 20s. I thought I was going to be the next Hunter S. Thompson, but writing just didn't pay remotely as much as I'm talented with these hands, man. I can build and do anything. And so the money started coming in from one thing. And even though I used to write, I used to try to keep a journal. I used to do all that, even just like sitting down and writing bullshit, just like writing, making up something, I used to do it. But the kids came and then all of a sudden there was no more time for that. But
they do that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But no, a couple of those guys, man, that Yorktown Joe, I believe he's the dude that wrote the article that I saw where he took a G.I. Joe episode and basically was like, oh, look, they told us about the dangers of supercomputers and AI in this episode, but it was a magnificently written article. And I was like, I got to get in on this. I got to drop something. And so I was like, hey, can I write something for you guys? They were like, how about as much as you want?
Yeah, that's cool. I know that AI article he wrote. That was a really good article.
For sure. Thank you. So yeah, there I am. Tuesdays and Fridays, y'all. I'll be dropping my stuff.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, great stuff. So we get a lot of votes for Wolf Spider here. Wolf Spider. A lot of votes for Tiger Force Outback. What else we got?
Yeah. He was an
typos, no way.
He was like right off my list.
We can't spoil the actual list, but.
Right.
So it's like it spoiled my honorable mentions, because that was like I just respect the fact that they gave us a gray-haired, gray bearded guy that was in shape.
Yeah, right.
we got all the sparks. I mean, I look at you, I see it right there. I see it right there with the Tiger Force shirt. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
He's the only one that aged for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
I know.
Why is he the only GI Joe that aged?
Right.
It's kind of like when you see the ones who are like, oh, their kids are part of the team now. I'm like, but you're still like 38. Like they're like, the math ain't math in here. I'm kind of confused.
That's funny.
Says Operative D asked, did I get my? Yes, I did. It's Slickalicious. Yeah, same one guy that did me the Range Viper.
Sure. Oh, nice. That's what's up.
I didn't even realize it's the guy. What's that?
I haven't seen that. A Range Viper shirt? Is that what you said? That sounds pretty awesome.
The one that looks like the Misfits.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really sweet. Kalel says typos, no way. So he's very familiar with the typos in the tweets that I put out sometimes. He's actually the other day, he's like, yo, I'm keeping a list of the words you create because sometimes I do it so fast, I don't have my glasses on and I just hit send and I get back to what I'm doing and I go back and look at it later and I'm like, wow. Wow, that is spectacular.
Well, and it doesn't help when the smart type stuff on your phone will automatically change things. Like I want to put but, like BUT, it always goes to bit. I'm like, no. And need, need it. I'm like, no. Because I was putting up all these free Flash. I filmed a bunch more of the free Flash videos I put up daily. And literally, I'm like typing through, I'm like, wait. Literally, half the words were wrong. I'm like, what the hell? So I ended up just getting it where I'd be like, this, it was like the same thing I typed to begin with. So I just, poked the middle thing where it gave me the words, and at least that wouldn't mess up. But I'm going through, I'm like, there's like 5 S's in Flash. Like, dude, I did not put 5 S's. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Piss me off.
Let's get a lot of votes for. Okay, wait. Oh, Tiger Force, Outback. He's seen some shit. That's what aged him. Yeah, that makes him sense.
Hey, Rob, good to see you, man.
Yeah. Oh, you like my shirt here? Yeah, Slickalicious. Good stuff, man. It's good stuff. He's got a lot of good Etsy stuff. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, it got dried a little too much on this last dry, so it's a little short in the bottom parts. So I'm like, it was like, oh no, you know when you're like, your wife yells at you for drying her clothes, and you're like, don't, and you're like, I'm gonna have to get another Cobra Commander shirt. Okay.
Hey, you guys got any Monster Force?
I have not yet, but I really want to. I'm really, really tempted. Have you got any?
I ordered one like 8 months ago, and it just keeps getting pushed back another quarter. It's the one that's the red shadow, the red laser one. It's the white wolf head, werewolf. That's the red laser head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Damn, what do you think?
I'm in love. I do have to hit up BBTS because the pew pew that he comes with, the barrel was actually broken off. So I'm not worried. I'm sure they'll make it right. But so I've been eyeing this. My brother Matt from Mo's Mind, he bought a bunch of them and put like a snake eyes head on one, put a beach head on another, and they look insanely good. So I knew I was gonna break eventually and get one. So I did, and this is the one I got. Yo, it's wet. Please make them like this and charge us $40, right? Now, I know 40 sounds like a lot, but do you see this right here? This comes off. There's like it comes with a whole bag of stuff. Literally a whole other belt. It comes with all kinds of stuff that you can put here. You can like interchange the stuff on his legs. And, I don't know if it does it justice, but it is, now I don't care for the actual it being a monster in there, but the rest of it is so awesome that I honestly don't care. Like, it's ridiculous.
Over his face, you're good to go.
Yeah, a lot of
face is on the face mask is great.
And look at the detail, like on the hinge. It's just crazy. The paint job, and again, interchangeable everything. Like I got his little radio here, and I think that's what his sidearm. But there's like, I won't take all the bits out, but there's like there's like a knife. And again, this is what I will show you. But this I was shocked with. I thought I was looking at two different figures because. So if you look at his belt, that is like, he's got the scissors. It's more of like a utility loadout, and it's only popping off because I haven't like heated him up and got him in there. But then he's got a complete other loadout that's got, it's just more like, oops. Well, I'm just going to hold this. So look at that. It's like,
oh, that's
clips.
Cool.
So one's more of like an assault loadout. It does come with a totally different head, just a regular basic, the like no helmet head, and then it does come with this other, just like covers the face kind of. But this one's really awesome too.
Yeah.
So a bunch of hands. So all a bunch of hands. Honestly, I'm very interested in like when I look at the other ones, it's only this. I think this is like Delta Blue, and then there's like a Delta Red, which is very similar to this. Those are the ones I like. There's a lot of them that I'm not as interested in, but these I would, if you're on the fence, grab yourself one. It's $40. Like the shoulder pads come off, the elbow pads come off. Like these are interchangeable. And yeah, that's the basic highlights. And the worst part about the pew pew there, oh, you know what? It comes with a stand. Cool little
right.
stone.
Why don't they have stands in the stupid?
Yeah. And it's nice too. It's big. It's like and what you see how like it gives you enough space that you can, and then it's flat on the sides that you can put the stands right together, and it'll perfally space all your figures.
Oh,
like
that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, at least that's how I thought about it when I saw it. And yeah, so this is it's a home run, absolute home run. I love it.
So they have a general flag, you can grab.
There's some that are really good. Like if you like the Action Force stuff and the Red Shadow stuff or the Red Laser or whatever, like they have their stuff really looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I've gone out and got some customs from some stuff, and I'm like, nope. It's not. I'm like, I keep it in the box because it's not worth it. Like those ones, I'm like, okay, those are actually made for it. So it's gonna look. Yours looks awesome. So I can imagine whenever mine does come.
Oh yeah, right. There's a lot of things you can adopt too. Yeah. So we got Trask says you got General Flag, Joel Colton, Hooded Cobra Commander, Agents and Spies, the Red Shadows. Yeah, they're just taking forever to bring those Red Shadows there. It's like. Oh, where do you order? Big Bad, right? I think you got to order because it's Big Bad Toy Store is it's their toy line.
Yeah. And look, they've been awesome lately. Just like when I ordered this, and then the previous order, which I think was and then I ordered the Action Force Arctic Soldier was only $20.
Yeah.
So I picked up two of those real quick. And I like, I like this figure so much. Let's put it to you this way: if it was a classified, it'd be on the list that I'm reading today.
Oh yeah.
For sure. It's that awesome. I love it's the chest rig that really does it for me. But then when you look at all the other things, like I didn't even really get to, like, again, I don't want to keep going on it, but like the D rings, like the carbine rings that's on the side, they're all painted. He's got a whole separate, like I don't know, for like a Winchester, they look like big 45s. So yeah,
we got to be careful because we got to talk about good classifieds, and we're gonna make them look bad if we show.
I know.
Right. Yeah, the Battle vs. Black line is coming out. Yeah, I've seen them all in person because I work there.
Nice,
and they are amazing. They look great. So, Melted Copper is here and asking about the No Pants Viper once again. She will be back for the discussion of the horniest GI Joe moments, but we're still trying to schedule it because she's trying to like create the stuff for the
season 2.
Yep. So anyway, all right. Let's say they still have not. I think it's coming out any minute though. The Crimson Moon stuff is supposed to come out any minute, but finally, it's been like 2 years.
I know that's why I was like. Because it was funny because I remember when I ordered it because I had got the custom and I was so disappointed and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. But I was like, wait, this has been on here forever, and it was like, I think it was like when I first ordered it was like Q4, then it's Q1. Q2 is only like 3 weeks away, like 4 weeks away. So I'm like, I don't think it's coming that fast. Maybe I'll get my my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Garfield combo. Will come before then.
That's a thing. That's a thing. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I saw I randomly because Big Bad gives you like random stuff they'll send you like, hey, you might like this, and that popped up. I'm like, oh, I gotta get it. I love Garfield as a kid. I'm like, screw it, I'm getting it. He's like a ninja. I'm like, I got him and Odie. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll get that. I think it's because I got the Rankin Bass. Frosty the Snowman, or not? We're gonna that. It was NECA. I can remember. No, Jada. And I was like, that was cool, and I ordered that from them. So I think, you ordered cartoon stuff. So, because I also get the stuff for like the Flintstones and the Fruity Pebbles. They send me those a lot. It's like GI Joe or like cartoon. So
that's right. I just NECA. They have these blind boxes. You get like $400 worth of crap. Blind.
Oh, nice.
You don't know what it is. I got that comment. Huh. I had to get a horror. I'm a horror fanatic, so I got a horror blind box. I'm hoping to get like some horror. I think that could work well with the Night Force.
For sure.
Sure. And then the Dyer figures too. You know what I mean? They're trying to induce that horror. That'd be cool. Definitely. It's some real life shit, like trying to make somebody see like a Jason chasing you down the street.
They will be in your hands before Flash. That's for sure. Yep.
Yes, Rob. Thanks for just stabbing me in the heart. I appreciate that.
I can't believe we got Sci-Fi before we got Flash. That was an insult.
Oh, dude! Once they announced Sci-Fi, I knew he was going to come. Like, you're not putting out 2 laser guys in the same wave.
Right.
Like, and it wasn't going to be. I'm like, and it's not going to be the same year either. That's why I was like, I was kind of surprised we got the. Wetsuit and the 2 divers at the same time. Like, it's a lot of water in one go.
Right.
This year we got Hydro Viper and Deep Six. And hey, maybe I'll get like Aqua Force Flash first. Maybe they'll do that like how they gave us Outback, Tiger Force Outback, before we got Outback.
Kids are crazy with the NECA horror. Yeah. Oh, there's a good point here. Night Viper looks great with the Dyer troops. I think Travis Moody had said that. Makes sense.
Oh, they do.
Done it yet. But yeah, I can imagine that would look good.
It does look good.
You can't build with the stupid Ghost Vipers because they're too expensive. They're like
Dude, I never saw Ghost Vipers in person ever. I only have I had the one I ordered online like the first day before it sold out. I never saw them at Walmart. I never saw them anywhere. Not even in the stores that like will buy stuff and resell later. I've never seen all the shops I go to. Not once.
Yeah, I only ordered.
Hello?
I ordered 2 originally, and then they popped up at my Walmart, but they were slightly hard to find, so I bought 4. Right, they had 4. I bought all 4.
That's like little for you.
I sold them. All of a sudden, people were paying a decent amount of money for them, and I can't remember. I think I sold a pair for like $160 or something like that. It was like he was like, "I'll pay whatever you paid and give you $20 extra a set." I was like, "You know what? Sure." And so I sent them to him, and immediately regretted it like a week later because I figured I was like, "Oh, I'll just order some more, Amazon will have them," and then nobody like had them after that. So yeah, I mean, I still do have two, which is fine.
Yeah.
Robert?
So Robert Waltman. So I only got my Night Viper from Pulse Friday. Like it only just came on Friday.
I got Destro design.
Like after everyone's had everything.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think because Destro here bought all of them.
right. They're
Not too
gone.
many by accident. I got a couple. Thank you.
Nice, absolutely.
That's a great figure. It's a great figure. Yeah.
Oh, it sure is.
Very
It sure is.
lean and sleek. I'm obsessed. I bought 5 Desert Scorpions, so I'm getting that's my most.
Yeah, I wanted to get more of those, but when I found them at the Walmarts I've gone to, literally the day I go, they're not on sale. The next day, they all go on sale.
Oh yeah, they're always on sale.
And I'm like, because they were still like $44, and I'm like, dude, I'm not paying 44.
Right.
45, okay, but I'm not paying 44 for that.
That's what every time I see them, I'm like, I gotta buy one. Yeah. Toy Domination is here. Hello.
What's up?
I'm gonna be on next week we're gonna do 1985.
Sweet.
You better, otherwise Melted Copper is gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. So welcome everybody. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the big news. Everybody probably heard is that there is a GI Joe movie whatever
in development.
Happen. What's that?
In development.
In development, which means basically may never ever come out ever. Like that is basically means you're never getting it. But they have gotten two writers. We got Max Landis and what's his face?
McBride.
Danny McBride. All right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how's everybody feel about that? What about you in the chat?
Well, I think McBride. So I mean, McBride, his funny stuff's pretty funny, but he did the Halloween remakes, so like he knows what he's doing. And like, Mike and I were talking about this, and like if he really cares about the property, he can do very well. Because I always thought of like Key and Peele, and then when he went from comedy to horror, you're like, dude, this dude can direct. This is awesome. So maybe we can do that because his Halloween stuff was pretty. It's like I didn't realize he did the Halloween ones. After I did that, I'm like, I want to give him a chance. It's either gonna be stupid, hilarious, or like who knows.
I don't know. The first one was good. The second one was horrible, and the third one was abysmal. And then he did the Exorcist movie, which is the worst. I think he did that.
Oh no!
It's better than Snake Eyes Origins, so I can't. Really
It's the one movie that's not the Exorcist movie. Did you see the reboot? It is horrible.
Oh no! I didn't even know it existed. That's bad.
Max Landis. Max Landis is okay. Seth Manhammer. How are you? So so Max Landis does good stories, but he got Me Too'd. Yeah. Now he kind of, one thing with Max Landis, he did Chronicle, which is great. Have you seen Chronicle? It's like
I have not.
Found footage superhero movie.
The three teens find that alien thing and it makes them special powers.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
He's obviously John Landis' son. So, but then he did, but here's the thing: he also did Fan Four Stick. So he did.
Okay.
Oh, we got a new sub here. Welcome.
Kalel brings up a good point. There was a statement came out from, I believe it was somebody at Paramount, where they said they really want, basically like, we really want to cater to what the fans want. And do it in in quotes was like an 80s action style, something along the lines of how the cartoon was. So I mean, that's what you want to hear, but what does that fucking mean? You know,
what's it going to translate into? Because a lot of it's on budget.
Right.
I don't know that I want that. I would like them to stay true to the comic book. Personally,
for sure, that sounds as long as I think that they should. Like the Energon comics, where they're like leaning into the characters looking like the classified figures. I really hope they do that. I think because, do you think there's hardcore G.I. Joe fans out there that are going to want to go see this movie and spend money on it, but don't have the figures? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd
ouch.
Yeah. I'm trying to be optimistic, right? I always want to be optimistic, but it's just like, I don't know. Mark definitely has some good points that make me hopeful, but at the same time, it's just like we've seen like a lot of times just Hollywood in general, but specifically with the GI Joe movies that they tend to fuck it up a little bit. So
because they also, I mean, you have to think about it. They also have to think about this. We want to reboot this toy line because that's going to make us money. Like they see the Transformer money coming in, so if we can get this going to make it a glorified, if we can get 3 movies out of it and do a reboot 10 years down the road, awesome. So it's like they have to think of that way because they got to because us 40 somethings, 50 somethings loving GI Joe is not going to make it $100 million movie. They need to have some of that cross appeal, which I think they'll do with who they hire for like the actors and stuff will have much more of an impact in that respect. But also it's how they kind of set it up. Cause like, let's be honest, I was not expecting that He-Man trailer to be as awesome as it was. I was like, oh yeah. All right. Yeah. And that guy, I mean, my students were like, that looked kind of cool. I'm like, you guys know He-Man? Oh, we saw the commercial or the preview. I'm like, oh, you got people to know this. Like, that's one of those things. Like, you have that nostalgia, the people being excited for it that are the big fans. But on the other side of it, I gotta have a 4-quadrant movie. I got male, female, young, old. How am I gonna get them in?
Right.
Which, like, ultimately though, they don't have no clue how to do that anymore.
They don't. We
don't have a monoculture where everybody goes to see the same movies. It's like the weirdest shit is huge. Like Weapons was huge last year, and Sinners was big, and then Sydney Sweeney's in it, but I don't think that has anything to do with the quality of the movie. And for whatever reason, it seems to. But
if anything, it makes a note that it's not good
at all, man. No faith that it would be a good GI Joe movie. Trask, I'm agreeing with you, especially since it feel like it's just as long as you got the jackass in charge, it's not going to be a good movie. What's his face? The dude from Bonaventura. He just does not make good movies. And then so I was trying to remember why Max Landis got Me Too'd. And because you want to like ultimately it's like, well, why are you bringing this guy back? He flopped in the Fantastic Four movie, and then he got Me Too'd, but he did get Me Too'd at the height of Me Too when everybody was getting Me Too'd. But I can't remember if his was one of those where it was like, you deserve that shit, or if he was one of those where every once in a while there was like, one, I think like Aziz Ansari was the one that for me was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. It was like,
and that one particular, I remember it was a bad date. He had a bad date, and they were like called him out for it.
Yeah, that was the one that was like, there was plenty of them that were legit, but I can't remember what Max Landis' story was.
Well, I didn't know who Max Landis. Like for me, I didn't know who the guy was. And they're like, I saw that title. I'm like, I have no idea who this dude is. So, but anyway, like for the movie itself, though, I mean, it could work, but it's going to depend. Like the directors, we don't know. Yeah. But the thing is when you have as much as where AI is really becoming incredibly good at stuff, can they use that to keep the budget down but still look relatively good? I mean, that's one of those things. Maybe it's easier to do that if you want to have. Trying to make a physical stunner, to make that come up on a movie isn't something that maybe can really work in a physical sense, but for an AI sense, physics doesn't matter, so it could work on there. So there could be some ways that it could be helpful for some things to make it and to keep down the cost. Because that's my big thing is it doesn't have to make $100 million. If they keep the budget at $50 million and make $75 million plus another 50 abroad, they're going to make another one because that is profitable. And so you have to think about it. If they're going to do like the thing they did with Mandalorian and Grogu, whatever that thing's called, where it's like the sphere thing. They're like I mean, what the problem with that is if they did that, it would have to be like a Night Force. It would have to be some small covert things because you can't do that. That's why the Obi-Wan series, the big set pieces didn't work because they were filming on a smaller thing, so you can't get the kind of grandiose vibe for it. Yeah. So that's one of the things you kind of like. If you want to have the '80s bombasticness, that's pricey, and that's where I'm wondering what's going to go on because Paramount's buying, Warner Brothers, and that's a lot of their cash going out. So now we have to be a little more picky. It's kind of like when Toys R Us went private. Like they didn't go out because people stopped buying toys. They went out of business because they had too much debt and they couldn't service their debt.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole business to it right there. That's why, it's kind of like how Star Trek was like basically paying just to have the TV show Beyond, or Enterprise Beyond, so they can like have people like knowing that it's there, because we make so much money on the back end. Who cares if it's not making money in advertising stuff? We'll pay you to put it on there. So I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to factor into it. But the thing is, I don't really think it's going to happen because of all the stuff that's coming in. They're going to be taking on. Why would they jump a GI Joe ahead of a Batman 3 or something like that? You know, like the profit margins on it.
If He-Man does well, it'll be a green light for it.
And if it does, and it's going to have to do very well. We're talking talking like it's got to make $250 million domestic and $500 million worldwide. Then but if it gets like $125 million and it gets like just a 3, I don't think we're going to see a GI Joe movie. Maybe we're going to see the Netflix version.
It hasn't done well. Nothing's done well at all in like years. You know,
right? Right. I mean, that's the thing.
Glad you do these. Thank you. This is a good one. Yeah, get Max Brooks to do a script. Yes, that would be awesome. He's an actual good writer.
Nice. Well, the problem, with going to the freaking movies, how expensive it is. Like I took, you figure me, the wife, the 2 kids, if we were to go to dinner and then go to the movies, that's like a $300 night. You know what I mean? And not even like eating in a fancy place or anything like that. Just straight up like, like the Houlihan's around the corner and then right to, and then it's not, so it's not even like anything. And that's a lot. Who the hell's got that to just have dinner and a movie, with a couple of kids? Because we did it. It wasn't,
Well, here's the thing. It's like,
just me and the kids.
What would have been the best case scenario for the movie set is if you had like a Bezos who like, I like this as a kid. Put it on Amazon. I'll drop the billions. Who cares? Even if nobody watches it, you'd at least get like 3 seasons with a ton of cash thrown at it. Who knows would it be good or bad, but at least it'd be something so people actually talk about it. And it would just be like our demographic. It'd be a bigger group of people. And at least if they're talking, it's something.
I'm way more excited about it, like Seth says here, way more excited about the Energon Universe TV show because I think that actually will be good. And I think that the likelihood of a movie being good is none. What's that?
And I think that will happen. Like the Energon, like that's one you're like, we can do this. We can do this. It'll be fine. Yeah. And I think that'll be pretty cool. How they integrate, because they've done a good job integrating it together in the comic. They stick with a comic kind of thing instead of trying to figure out like, oh, we got transported to the different universe where they're at and the Joe. No, God, please don't.
Yeah. I think they will do because Invincible is like kind of it's not exactly the comic, but it's kind of close.
Yeah.
It tells the story in the same way, so.
Yeah. And they're going to have to change some. Well, the Energon comic isn't as popular as like some of the other things, but you have to change it somewhat so it gives me a little bit more. Because remember when Watchmen came out, like early 2000s, it was literally like shot for shot exactly the comic.
Awesome.
So you're like, there was nothing. It was beautiful film, like beautifully done.
Awesome.
But you're like, but it was like such a shot for shot. You're like, oh, I know that panel, and is this next panel? Oh, there's that panel. Got it.
And you don't care about Transformers, I just found out talking to my girlfriend's neighbor, and she's like, "Oh, I got some Transformers in my barn. Maybe you want them?" There's she pulls out a picture, Optimus Prime and Megatron in package. Pristine package.
Please tell me you said yes.
I was like, yeah, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna like. I either have to lie to her and tell her that they're worth, or I have to pay like $3,000 to not feel bad about teaching from her.
Right. I'll tell you what, I'll sell them on eBay for you, and I'll just take a cut.
I don't want them. Well, the other thing is that I would want them, but at first I was like, yeah, I'll buy them off you because I figured they're out of box. Because I cannot keep things in the box. So the second I had those, I would be like, I have to open it, because I had them as a kid, but mine got broken, and they weren't the best. So, so I was just like, they're worth a lot of money. Go sell them on eBay, But all right, well, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe it'll be.
We'll see in 3 to 5 years.
There's for sometimes for people like that don't want to go through a hassle of like trying to sell it, to somebody on eBay. Just like, I don't know, give me $50 and just take it. Nobody, a lot of people just don't want to deal with it.
Because for them, I'll take it. I don't want to deal with it. It might be worth something, but I don't want to figure out how to sell it and deal with all that crap.
Neither do I.
See all these people, the back charges. You're like, yeah. That's why it's like, hey, you like, because a friend of mine, he's like, hey, you like this stuff? I'm like, yeah, like you could get some money for it. So, well, you want it instead? Because he's like, I'm like, it was, what the hell was it? It was like Indiana Jones stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't want it. Like, just put it online, do it yourself. I just don't want to deal with it. But he's like, no, I'd rather somebody who bought it and you could do it for me. I'm like, no.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. So, okay. So we're here to like praise Hasbro a lot. So before we praise them, I thought we could give them a little criticism. This is something that I know you've done on your channel, Mark.
Yes.
And oh, by the way, I want to say, awesome video that you just did. He did a video where he had his wife come in and try to guess the names of characters.
Man, I love Randy.
Yeah. It was hilarious. It had me laughing really hard. Actually, that was really fun.
It was like because I had an idea of like how because she doesn't know, like she was Snake Eyes, she knew some stuff, but I thought she would do like, oh, because all their names are something like she didn't know anybody's names at all. Like I thought she at least knew like it's like a sound effect or be something like that. And she's like, oh yeah, his name's Randy. I'd be like, and they're like, no, like they have names like this. But the Randy one was like the perfect person.
Right. I don't want to ruin it for anybody so they can go see it, but the Destro one is hilarious.
I don't like what. Like,
what? Where did that come from?
Because I thought she for sure. Because when I told her it was Pimp Daddy Destro, she's like, "Oh, that makes sense there." But it was like, the first one, I was like, "Yeah, good, interesting choice, babe. Interesting choice."
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, so we have a first criticism of Hasbro here: more and better hands for classified. This is my number one thing that I want to like. I just want to get to them. Why the fuck are they coming out with all these figures and they don't give you a C grip hand? You have a sword and you're holding your sword with a trigger finger, and it's stupid.
And then it's
right.
Limp.
Yeah, you can't have. I'll get a lot of some bolts. That was an awesome video for you, Mark.
Maybe you can do this.
But yeah, you're holding a sword with a trigger hand, and it's in a knife and a hammer and a sledgehammer with a trigger hand, and it's just stupid. I don't understand.
Yeah, and I'm like, I appreciate the fists and everything, but like when they give you like the third set, like give me a set that's gonna give me something I can do. Like sometimes they do have the extra, like the finger pointing for Cobra Commander, like that was right on.
Yes, I like that.
When they do Spider-Man, they always give the thwipped and they give the hands when he's down.
Yeah,
right. Punch. You know, so at least have that. He never holds anything. He's never holding anything.
And
like,
if I could,
like that makes like give me those. It doesn't. I mean, you already have them already made, for other figures and other stuff. I mean, it's not like you're like you couldn't use a Wolverine hand for something else. I mean, I don't know. Or Silver Samurai.
Apparently, it's pennies too. It's like all they would have to do is just make it once, and then you need a gloved one and you need an ungloved one. And a female and a male, and then you got them, and you can put the same freaking hand in with every figure and just paint.
And they know how to repaint. So
they love to read. Their favorite thing. The GJC Figure Blast says he's played the game that your game there with his wife, and the Range Viper is the Brain Monkey, which is a pretty good name.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man.
I could piggyback off of yours, Mark, and say one of mine. So, and if they give the trigger hand, put it on the side that he can actually hold, because a lot of times they'll put the trigger hand where it has something right here, and then he's like this. You can't like put it where it's supposed to be because there's a knife in the way or something like that, right? Put the trigger hand in the right hand, and that's one of my complaints is that there's so many figures that get a primary weapon that they can't shoulder, right? When you try to put it up to your shoulders to make it look great, it looks goofy as hell. And it's like, this is the one. It's not like I'm trying to put a gridiron weapon in here. Just, right.
Why can't it just sit in his hand like it's supposed to?
Yeah.
Why is it
makes me nuts.
And you're like, I can't, I don't know.
Dom says, give me C grip. Yeah, fists are point. A C grip is just as good as a fist because you get that satisfying punch, but he can actually hold shit. The problem with the fist is like, you're like, I'm not going to sit here. I play with them, so I'm not going to sit here in the middle of play, and my kids aren't going to just swap in hand. It's great for a photographer, But for me, the extra hands do not do me. But you're right. Like, why does
they stay in the package for me?
Really?
Like, I know the ones I have, and I'm not gonna leave it there because otherwise it's like, I mean, because they're all the same. You say, wait, whose hand was this one? And you're trying to figure out where it goes later. I'm like, I leave it there, and I'm picking out the one I want to use the most. And usually it is the trigger hands because it's the only one that holds anything. You know, so you're like, well, there you go.
But they could even just, if they had one trigger, one C grip, because you're right, you don't. They have everybody's dual wielding everything all the time. You can dual wield Uzis, but you can't dual wield machine guns.
Right.
You just know your aim is
if you're
low.
Let's say,
I can.
Real men
can. Chuck Norris could. Hey. Chuck Norris definitely could.
That's fun.
All right,
Snake guys, he can double wield. He's fine.
He's not going to
probably natural too. You know,
he's not going to hit
two subcompacts all day. Definitely 2 P90s all day.
Backpacks that open and hold stuff. Yeah, that would be backpacks.
Or how about backpacks that just stay on their backs?
Yeah,
right. Let's start there.
Call me crazy. But
stupid.
The peg on this one is smaller than the peg on the old school ones.
The peg sucks. Yeah, the old school peg was great. It worked really well. It stuck in. It came out.
Right.
I've had a few of these break on me. Only a couple, but maybe this is the first one.
For me, it's like when they got. Oh, nice.
There's an airtight, but that backpack. See, it goes in there, and this thing is old as hell. It goes in and it fits perfectly. Look at that. That's not going to come off.
Yeah, it's not
no matter what. So yeah, I actually just got this. I picked up a couple.
I'm scared to do that with a classified. I'm like, it's going to go someplace. I'm going to lose it. Dog's going to eat it. What the hell?
Right.
You know what I'm going to say? Here's another complaint I have here. They got these, when they give you a knife, it's a dinky little, tiny little knife. Except, like, occasionally they've been doing it recently. Like, the Grim Viper came with that, like, and Big Lob came with a fucking massive knife.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you want. You want, like, a survival, you want that, Rambo knife, not this little tiny thing. What are you gonna do with that?
The little ones are only good. Like, they actually work well with the trigger hand because you put it upside down, and he's like holding it close. So he's like, like that's the only way they work for me.
The worst example is and believe it, it sucks that it's like that, is the number 12 and number 24 infantry. So he's got the sidearm here, the sidearm in the back, but then he has that knife right here, and it looks like it's like carved from a stone. You know, it looks like some kind of weird kind of knife. Like that's not what I want out of those guys. I want a nice utilitarian Rambo knife. Yeah. Rated edge, blood gutter, the whole thing. Let's go.
Tiger Force Outbook can dual wield. Yeah, that's true because he's ripped. He's old. He's a ripped old man. So
he's got old man strength. He's got old dad strength.
Yeah,
you don't know where something comes from. We're like, I bought you in this world.
Yeah. All right. Maybe use hot glue gun. I can't bear to do that because then you're gonna want to take it off at some point. All right. Well, any what do you guys? You guys have any complaints? Anything that you would like to throw in there?
I always take an opportunity to say that I can't believe that they dropped the ball on the retro Snow Serpent. They should have gave him his exact loadout from when he was the original with the little mortar thing, the AK, and I feel like they really dropped the ball on that. Now, don't get me wrong, the figure itself looks great, and the deluxe is great as well. But and I think what bothers me almost just as much as not having the actual physical weapons is that the card art looks different. That card art was like one of the most iconic ones to me, and so when I see it with that other weapon, I'm just like, why? Why can't I have the exact same thing, motherfuckers?
Well, why?
Yeah, I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe they didn't have snowshoes. Like that didn't make sense to me. I have
snowshoes. Yeah,
I have a complaint when it comes to the exclusives and the pre-order stuff selling out in seconds, not even a minute, seconds.
Right.
I'm like, come on,
right.
It's like, hey, I understand, and I understand. Like, hey, Target wants to have stuff in stores. People go to the store to buy. But they don't you like the pre-order stuff? Like you make it so people get so upset, and then the scalpers come in, and that was what I did love about the Target one, where they started putting out the Cobra Laws like the next day, and people are like, the scalpers are getting nailed, And that's one thing. It's like I don't understand when they have exclusives. Remember, they'd be like, "Oh, you can buy 5 or 10." You're like, you make it 2. You get one in box and one you can play with, and that's it. Otherwise, bite it, And I think that's one thing that I'm like, why? I mean, I understand that you create scarcity. The scarcity, people are like looking for it, so the hunt, and people want to have it and things. But they did a lot of stuff that really upset. Like I would see people commenting, and you could see the frustration boiling through. And yes, we love our Joes, but when they talk about they're holding flashback because what they put out all the OG 13s, all these people are going to stop collecting. And I'm like,
no.
They're going to keep going. The reason why they're going to stop is because they're tired of the BS. Yeah, and that's what I think. And a lot of companies do this. It's not just Hasbro. I'm not going to say Hasbro's the only one who does this, but that's one of those things you have to think about. It's like, it's one of those people take it for eventually. It's like anything. People take it for a while, and then they're like, you know what, I'm out. And it's that kind of like you don't listen to your clients. People keep complaining about the scalpers and all these things are really turns people away.
Right.
Hello, small person. How are you?
Hello, big person.
Hey there.
His name is Mark too. He's a bearded bald man who has a GI Joe YouTube channel. His name is Mark.
Your dad is not alone.
And he's well, maybe he has hair under there. Balding too, Michael.
I gotta see.
Oh, he's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, I got
the hat. And he's the same shirt.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead and show
wow,
us,
he's got
Mike.
a real head of hair. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Are you
I has neck problems. We're having to hold that up.
To name your daughter Scarlett?
No.
Joe?
If it was up to me, my twin daughters would be named Veronica and Victoria, but I was voted down on both those names.
Not Lady J and Barry.
Well, I think Scarlett's an awesome name.
For sure.
Name,
I do too.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
This is very crazy, but I'm allowed to play Mortal Kombat and
play Mortal Kombat. It gets pretty bloody.
Yeah, I like using Scarlet. I can beat everyone.
Yeah,
nice. That's awesome.
Place with Scarlet as action figure or the Baron.
That's great.
Destro.
That's great.
You often kind of play house. You don't do so right.
Yeah, one time I tried to make a movie of where they were living in cupboards of someone's house, and they were trying not to do it. And they were talking about how the bills were, money was getting tight, and the bill, they couldn't pay the bills, so they had to stay there.
Sounds familiar.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh wait, Flappy Plague Doctor has a very good tip. Use Gorilla mounting putty instead of glue, and it holds the stuff in place. Nice tip.
Okay.
Army of Cheese says he loves this channel. Thank you.
Also, I'm convinced I have probably the worst birthday.
Why?
It's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. I get pranked on
Yeah, she gets pranked every birthday.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well,
sometimes people even hide my gifts. One time, my brother hid my gift, and I was like, okay.
I don't know if that was because it was April Fool's Day or because big brothers are booger heads.
Right.
Robert Wantless says he loves when Scarlett hijacks the stream. She does this every once in a while.
Yeah.
Haven't done it in a while though. So
I feel like the last time I did it was 3 months ago.
Anyway, so you think
school takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, they're making a GI movie. What do you think?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I think it sounds cool.
Anyway, we're complaining. We're complaining. Here's you're to your point here, Mark. Why, when this sells out, do they just not reprint another batch of 1,000, of 10,000, whatever? It's like you know something sells, you're proving it, and now you're just you're helping out the scalpers. Just make them more of them.
Yeah, and they're not making any more money because they've already sold it off to the scalpers. That's my thing. Is reissue the Vamp, reissue the retro Snake Eyes, reissue those things. If you're not made those ones, people want, you can reissue those because they did that back in the day too. You'll see this was they were out because it wasn't they were only out in 1982 and that was it. And only in 83 they don't sell them anymore. No, they'd make them for 2 or 3 years and then they'd stop making them. So it was over a period of time. And I think that's where I realized they're not super hard up for money because they could do these kind of things, and that is a easier way to funnel some cash back in. But again, it could be that they look at the numbers and say, well, that's only the super collectors that do that. So is it worth us if we have a minimum? Because a lot of these factories have a minimum number of purchases you have to have.
Sure.
So, I mean, Hasbro's got their own, so it's probably different, but
it's the thing sells out in minutes. It's like you would imagine you can sell another round. You got J.R. Chapman mentioned Snowjob Serpentor. Yeah, it's obscene. Like I don't have Snowjob because he's $100-$200 right now, and I didn't get him when he came.
Yeah, I had a guy that was selling Snowjob for $75 the other day, and I messaged him, and nobody had claimed it, and so I immediately messaged him, and he was like, "Oh, I just got off the phone with somebody. They're taking it, and I already have one, but I was just gonna buy another one so somebody else could get it for that price. Like I was literally gonna sell it to somebody for the same cost." It was like, wow, holy cow.
Yeah, but I will say, if you like skis, don't think the skis will help him stand up.
Right.
Because he does not stand up for it. Like he falls off all the time. Because I always do like a Christmas tree with Joe's on it.
Oh,
and
nice.
I put him down. And every time I come to my office, he's like committed suicide and jumped off the side. Because he can't, because he doesn't go in a way that he'll stand up unless you have him like doing like a super wide, like breaking.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's
like,
about $150,
I always loved having those skis.
So 150, 200 Snowjob is right now on eBay. Hurts.
The Happy Plague Doctor says, "I'm troop building Major Blood." Hey, why not?
Interesting.
You can build whoever you want, brother.
Figures ever. So
What's funny is that Cobra Island Major Blood that I love. We'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Like that, you couldn't find it forever, and now I'm seeing it all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, in box. I was like, did like somebody find like a container ship like came like 6 years late and they just like got in the market or something, or it's like
I saw one for $25 shipped, and I went to order it, and my buddy had the link up. Popco Frenzy had the link up, and when it said he had posted it like 15 minutes before I saw it, I was just gonna buy it and keep it as like a box one or something. Because dude, that figure is so awesome. It's so fucking awesome.
He's awesome.
I have a feeling we're all going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get talking about it then, baby.
Speaking of which, all right, let's get to it. Why not? All right. So
I got to learn them tomorrow.
We're going to do our 5. Yeah, we don't want to be here. Last week we were here for 3 hours and 40 minutes. I have no intention of doing that again. So we're going to be.
I've got great to do tonight.
Yeah, that's why we're going to break up from now on. When we do the 1985, we're going to break that up into 2 weeks, one for figures, one for vehicles, and we're going to do those in the future. If you want to, if there's a year you're particularly interested.
How you go in depth on those guys, I think that separating them really will make it a much better like viewing experience, but also like rewatchable stuff. Because like I don't know why, like I watched like the figures one time through, but with the vehicle stuff for some reason, because some I didn't have or whatever, I'm like, I want to see this again. Like I don't know, I think that's a fantastic idea. Thanks.
Yeah. Let me know if you if there's a year that particularly is you're into it. But I know that probably all of them. Did you?
It was about 89. After that,
did you give up after? Yeah. 89's a good year, actually. Really good.
I mean, I
watched your video. I'm like, not bad.
85 and 86 are the 2 years for me that's where now 84 had a couple icons, but 85 and 86, man, that's where it really took off for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. So, all right, you want to throw out? So before we get into our top 5s, you want to throw out honorable mention or even like I was thinking of one thing is a really underrated figure or an honorable mention. Feel free if you want. Or you can throw them out at any time if they come to mind. But I'll throw that out there. What do you got there, YoJoe or?
Oh, okay. I thought you were reading up these. One underrated one, which you can still get cheap. I just find the Cobra Officer a fantastic figure. How it really represents, when we talk about the classified version of a real American hero, they did such a good job. Yeah. He still could work as a retro figure. I think this is one. It's not my top 10 for Cobra, but this is one I think is like we don't think about much. Obviously, the Tiger Force Outback for me, that was like right off my list. But I think. One, I want to give a shout out because it's a repaint, but it's a cool repaint, but it did not make my top 5. Is the Grim Viper.
Oh,
this is a guy that I expected nothing when I saw just another repaint, and then I got in my hands. I'm like, this dude.
And it's the coolest damn thing. It is the coolest damn thing. I love that figure. It is.
Melty Copper in the chat here doing the usual. Where did Vancouver Viper go? Lost. How did I almost lose my monetization? I can't remember. Why? Oh, because she wasn't wearing pants? No, I
right. No, we were good.
Try to remember. All right. Don't
How's
remember.
Hendo? What's up?
She was wearing underwear or short shorts or something. Short shorts, yeah, I think.
Right.
Sorry, yeah. So yeah, I love those. I love what they did with the troopers, man. It's so good.
The trooper is actually mine right off. It would be like the number one honorable mention on the Cobra side because for all the same reasons. When I look at that, I feel like I'm looking at the modern representation of the trooper that I loved as a kid, and seeing how they did it. Like it is just with the mask, the straps, the color. It is all fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I dare I say. As much as I love the troopers, the number 12 and 24, I love the vest that they gave them. I think that they did that fantastic. But when I look at the officer, that's the one for me, right? That I think like when I look at that, I want to take the armband off and make them like actual troops, So it's every time they pop up on BBTS for $18, I just buy another one, here and there. I think I got 5 or 6, but yeah, I think that they look good. As for a GI Joe, just off on the Joe side for me is Grunt. Grunt, I think, is a phenomenal figure. And I'd also have to put right there next to Grunt the Mad Marauders and the regular Spirit. Both of those spirits are completely amazing figures. And also have to mention the Infantry and Halo Jumper from the 60th anniversary.
Oh yeah,
they're oftentimes
those
overlooked.
Are awesome.
And that Halo Jumper has the craziest, coolest face paint. He comes with like night vision, awesome backpack, a bunch of different weaponry. That Infantry guy comes with a 50, a tripod, all the soft goods and all that. Man, they are amazing, and that's why every time you look for that Infantry man, it's like if you find one for 50, that's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, man, look at that.
It's this so one, awesome. Like he's in my display. Like he's on my shelf. He doesn't. Yeah, the Halo's amazing.
Oscar says, imagine if DIMSA wore the short shorts. Definitely would lose monetization. should lose monetization if that happened. 100%. Call smash. Evening. Good evening.
I also feel like almost every damn figure in 2025 is like an honorable mention. Like when I look down the list of all those figures, they're all like they all have something that I go, oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. They did great. The Night Force Beachhead. I'm not as jazzed about the Quick Kick as other people are. I would have to go with like the Night Force Shockwave. To me is a little bit better, but like that Night Force Beachhead became amazing to me. They have the pants that are one color, a shirt and upper that doesn't look anything like would match with those pants. And then they tie it together with a brown belt, brown boots, and a brown bag. And what that does visually to my brain, I don't know. But when I look at it, I go, that is fucking awesome. And I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Operative D says the 60th figures look good, but no interest. I'm kind of, I don't say I have no interest, but they're the last ones I buy. And so even though they look great, I just don't buy them, but I probably will at some point because they're looking really good. I really want the sniper, the Marine sniper. That looks amazing.
Oh, nice. Honestly, I've got
shorts.
I got two in the box. I should have sent them to you.
Nice. All right, mine is, and this is a figure I think a lot of people hate. But I actually really love this figure. It's one of the first figures I ever liked in the line was the Red Ninjas.
Ooh,
Red Ninjas. They're not bad.
They're not terrible. And they because for me, they were like the Red Ninja is always kind of boring looking. And the original Red Ninja was boring, so when they give it a new look, I think it's got like that. It's one of the one things they did, which is, let's see. One of the few things they did, which was like from that video game, where it really like kind of popped and it was like an upgrade. I don't know. I think they're cool. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a picture up. of let's see. Whoops, where am I going to here? Oops, spoiling it. I'm spoiling it. Here we go. Wait. This was somebody's number 5 here, but wait, I'm gonna swap them out for a second. Replace. Screen share. Yeah. I mean, like, just that face. You know, that face is great. It's like creepy and mysterious, and he just came with a shit. That was the first thing I had to buy like 3 of. So
actually, I feel the same way about that. That's so I didn't buy it till almost the end of last year. I saw it on eBay. It was only like $20 shipped. Now it's my fault because I didn't read the whole write up, and one of the feet is broken. So unfortunately that's the case. But dude, when I took it out of the package, I was blown away. I think it's actually really awesome.
Yeah, they just reinvented it. They gave it like a look. It's just, to me,
they did the right way by classifying it. Like, it's a cool figure. It's a cool figure.
All right, let's get into the list, I guess. Let's say.
Let's
so
do
we got
it.
number 5. And what was your number 5? YoJoe reviews. I think I just had it up.
For Joe or for Cobra?
For Joe. Let's start with Joe because everybody likes Cobra better. Do you like Cobra better? Is my assumption? Does everybody here like Cobra better?
My overall top 10,
definitely.
Cobras are 1 and 2. So
yeah. Yeah. It's not even a contest for me. I'm just like, it would be mostly Cobra if I was doing this, but
I think, did I put down my the Retro Duke and Retro Scarlet because it showed us what we could get? So I'm trying to remember what I sent you.
Yes, you did. Yes. And let's see. So I have that queued up here with Retro Duke.
Because the reason why, because like this showed us that we can have childhood back in new plastic form. And this Scarlet is like honestly perfect. And finally get Scarlet actually with a ponytail that comes out of her head. And that's why like these ones, I mean, I wouldn't put them in my like top 10, my personal favorites, but in terms of the line and the significance of the line or what it is, like I just think these two together, because they came out at the same time, those ones really showed like, all right, this retro card line, now they've got it. Like now they're going to do it. That's why
that Duke is a perfect Duke, 100% perfect.
Definitely. I appreciate just like a lot of those early figures when I look at them. There's just for the figure itself is fine, but like that's my Duke, right? That's the Duke that I want in my photos and whatnot. I like the other one, and maybe there'll be a time where I'll do a shoot with that. And I did buy them. I like the idea of having, the first wave, right? This is the first 5 classifieds that came out, and they look okay, but that's Duke. And the same thing with Scarlet. That's Scarlet.
Yeah.
I did not get. Somebody gave me the Tiger Force Duke. But otherwise I do have no interest in that. He looks 20. He doesn't look like.
I know exactly. I'm like, Duke is not. You can't be a colonel and be that young. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't hate the figure though. I honestly don't hate the figure. Obviously, it's not Duke's face, but the figure itself, you're like, oh, this is a kind of a cool ass figure.
They get a name like Brian. He'd be fine.
Right. Danny. It's a Danny.
There you go.
Roadblock in the house.
Yeah, we need Mara and Raven without a doubt.
Right. What up, Roadblock?
Hello, welcome. Chuck, you do. Welcome, Roadblock. Okay. So, I think, Scarlet would be very close to making my list. All right, what about you? I guess we'll do GI Joe first, then Cobra, because everybody likes Cobra better. So
whatever you have listed on your thing that you can easily click through, we're gonna do that one.
Yeah. And what did you?
I know how fun it is doing these lives.
Yeah, we love the organization of it. Not my favorite part. Okay, what was it? Yeah. Okay, let me see. What was your number 5 GI Joe? I think it was. Wasn't it? Wait.
Luke,
did you have there? What's that?
Cat Kalel says, name him Luke the Timo Duke.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really is. All right, so you had I'm correct. Okay, so you had Tiger Force Outback as your number 5, right, Destro?
Oh no, I thought he was number 4. Maybe I wrote it down on my thing.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
that's fine. Interchangeable. Yeah. So I love that figure, as
Yeah.
everybody does, right?
Yeah.
The face sculpt is amazing.
Masterpiece.
I actually bought off eBay a Naugahyde weapon set to give him the quiver with the arrows and then the bow, because I see
Oh,
this
that's cool.
figure more like,
Ooh.
walking around like that. So I haven't been able to put it together, but there's going to be a waterfall jungle scene that's in a tight, not a big one, small one, but it's going to be running water with Tiger Force Outback, Tiger Force Recondo, Mad Marauders Spirit, and Mad Marauders Lowlight. I've had it in my mind for a while, and I'm just want to put it together because it all started with that figure. That he's going to be standing in some running water like a crick. It's just
Oh,
the most fabulous figure. So yeah, bow and arrow in hand, the whole 9. They're going for
Great
it.
idea.
I don't. I'm hard pressed. The only face sculpt that I think I may like better is who is my number 1 for Cobra side. Like I think that this face sculpt and the head is that good, and the colors go, perfectly and everything. I don't know. I fucking love it.
And he's the perfect. Everything fits on him.
Right.
There's a place for everything. There's a place for the shovel. There's a place for the knife. There's a place for the gun's got a little wrapping tape on it. It's just everything's perfect. He can sling the rifle around. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%.
All right.
So what's your number 5, Mark?
What is my number 5? My number 5 is, and we have a lot of replay here. So my number 5 is Tripwire, which is, I think, as far as the glow up, it's the most amazing figure ever. It's just it's still Tripwire, but like he came with a rat. I mean, he came with the weird little robot thing. It's just what's great about the little rat is like he kind of fits. You can get him to fit on his shoulder a bit. The rat, man, that made it
so awesome.
He even came with like extra armor.
The extra armor is amazing because you can take one of the Joe Troopers and put some of that armor on him, and it looks like he's got like a guy to help with move a bomb or something. And that the landmines go in the backpack, and the metal detectors goes on the backpack too. So
that
awesome.
little bit of silver in the mine, it's just like makes it so nice. It's
100%
perfect, and it makes the Tiger Force one look like garbage.
Yeah, I did not buy the Tiger Force one. No interest.
Right.
Yeah, I might buy it eventually because the roadblock, Tiger Force roadblock.
That's what I love.
My roadblock,
but I got it because it's roadblock.
Yeah, because you want the machine gun.
That's exactly why I got it. I got it for the machine gun. That's what I wanted it for.
Yeah.
Robert Wantland, you can find me on X or Instagram, and I've been putting photos up on Facebook, and I'm going to be putting some more on Twitter. I'm trying to put a push to fill all these things, so it's Destro Designs or Viper Den Studios, right? On each platform, I have both, and the Viper Den Studios is often where it's not me doing a whole bunch of other stuff. It's just all my finished photos. So, but yeah, find me everywhere for sure, brother.
Can't believe how good this thing is, though. It's got to be one of the best.
Me neither. Me neither.
What I liked is it was like because everyone kind of like. I mean, I always liked Tripwire as a kid. Like he was one of the ones I liked, and it was one of those you got made fun of for liking him because he didn't have like a gun.
Yeah, no.
Right. And I'm like, they did him up really good in this one. So it's like
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. I made him fling the mines as like discs, like Tron discs.
Yeah,
you need a weapon, otherwise you can't have a guy with no weapon. That to me is like the worst. You get a guy with no weapon, it's like, what are you gonna do with him? Yeah.
I had him as a kid and I liked it. I would take like you could hold the thing up and I imagine that there was like electricity that could fly out of it, or it was like some kind of like a stun gun for sure.
You had to give him a weapon. Yeah.
Something. You had to have something because you didn't have like a lot of extra guns back then. Maybe if you got an accessory pack, which I did have those, but I literally needed that to fill in the gap for the ones I had already lost.
Plus, it's in the Hurt Locker. When you're a kid, I didn't know the Hurt Locker, and realizing like how cool he would be in real life with that job. It's pretty
crazy.
Intense. Very
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's go to and that's we're going to be a lot of us. We had very similar lists, so very similar lists. All right, so I guess we'll just keep the order here. And YoJoe,
number 4,
Budo. Did we do? We didn't do Cobra. Now we got to do Cobra.
Oh, we're gonna do Cobra now.
Yeah, we'll do 5 countdown to 1. Yeah, sorry, it's like confusing.
Oh, all right.
And let's see, what did you have?
Pimp Daddy Destro.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay.
I think that's what, because I have my list. I have my overall list.
Where
Like,
is he
what
in
did I
the-
say?
He's in the list. I had him. I definitely uploaded him. Where is he? Pimp Daddy
You just show the
Destro.
picture
Yeah.
from the background.
Yeah, I know.
He was just so awesome. Like, for me though, what got it for me was the burning money in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yes,
that was
yeah.
like, and I still have no idea how I've not lost that thing yet.
Oh.
That thing is like, still have his sunglasses and the money. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
what
awesome.
I love is the packaging was so different because it was totally like silly and everything. I mean, that's the one like that was actually the first classified I ever got because I asked my family to get that for me for Christmas. I'm like, it's gonna sound silly, but could you get this for me? Could you just
Right.
So
Right.
awesome.
That was the one that broke me. That was the one where I was like, I gotta start buying these things now. They made this thing,
You can't this one you can't just look at. You have to own it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Burning money. I mean, come on.
For sure.
Like the thing is, I don't think I've ever put his gun in his hand because it's just the fire money.
Yeah. He's just
like,
burning the money.
I don't need to do anything else. I'm good. So what's your number 5, Michael?
My number 5, I had to pick the Range Viper.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get one for the longest time because I wasn't a huge fan of the 3 3/4. So I just passed. Plus it was like $50, and I was just kept passing. And then my brother Rock Lockdown, I put it out there. I was like, I'm looking to try to trade reasonable price for a for a Range Viper. He's like, oh, dude, I got you. So he sent me the Range Viper, and as an extra present, he sent me Night Force Ripcord, which is also an honorable mention because that figure is insane, totally insane. Yeah, it's really good. But I got the Range Viper, and it's one of those times I've been blown away by a lot, but there's probably a handful of them that you literally out loud go like, holy fuck, because it just looks that good. That blue pops. The accessories, the way the grenade launcher goes into the backpack, everything is just forget it. It's a phenomenal top tier figure. If you had asked me before I had that figure, there's no way he gets anywhere near this list. But now that I actually have it and I have it in my hand, number 5 all day. And as a honorable mention for somebody that almost made it right on that list is the Mole Rat version 1.
Oh yeah,
just real quick. I absolutely love those figures, and I have to give it a quick shout. There we go. It's just everything about it, the body, the sculpt, the mask. It comes with the hammer drill that turns into a rifle. Forget it. Totally awesome.
The version 2 looks horrible.
It does not look good.
I want to get it for the head alone, but I won't.
Sure.
I don't think I would use the body. I would have to put the head on another one.
That wave is what stopped me from being a completionist now. I'm like,
really?
I just can't do it. I'm like, it was that I saw that. I was like, I can't. Like, that's just maybe different if I had one, but I was like, that literally is the one. I'm like, I don't know if I can do completionist anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're all figures you need, but none of them. Well, the Night Viper N is exciting, and the
Hit and Run
is really exciting, but the others are like, okay, I'll take them. I'm glad.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Like, might be like my mom's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, here you go, Mom. You can get these easy.
Right. It's the socks and underwear as an adult now. We get all the figures we don't want to pay for.
Exactly. That's what it was last year.
But yeah, so the Range Viper, I can't say enough good things about it. And I'm keeping my eye out, and I also I have a couple of things put aside that I'm going to start throwing it out there in some of these Facebook groups to actively trade for. I only have one, and I'd like to have 2. I can be okay with 2, but I definitely want one more.
I got 3. I got them on eBay, and I ended up getting
that's
3.
right.
And you know what's nice? You get 3 of those, and you got 2 Grim Vipers, and then you got a nice.
Yes.
Very
Boom.
good.
Perfect. I
But,
love it.
oh, good night, Paul. But yeah.
Paul,
So I love this figure. Great figure. What's great about him? Everything fits on him. Everything fits. That to me is like, if they just do that with everything, we would have a winner all the time.
I wouldn't have to keep all the boxes.
Yeah. I know.
But
I had
do,
to
but
stop
I'm
keeping
like-
the boxes.
That's why I keep this because some people are like, oh, we have Ziploc bags. Like I'm like, I'm never gonna use that because it doesn't go on. So it's just gonna stay in that nice vacuum sealed thing. We're good and move on.
Right.
Oh, my number 5 is, and I'm obsessively buying these right now. So that would be the reason why this makes my number 5, because I just bought 5 of them, and let's see where and that would be the.
Did you foreshadow this from earlier?
Yeah, what's that?
Did you foreshadow?
I
this
think
from
I
earlier?
accidentally foreshadowed everything by like hitting the wrong button. Like, well, I did a terrible job loading this shit up. Here, where was my Desert Scorpion? Anyway, they're $26 right now, and you know, if you get them on the right day at Target, and I can't.
Yeah, if you have the right Target or Walmart.
Yeah. So I had to I got 5 of these things. And just having an army of those scorpions running around, you know. Plus they give you extra face. They gave you a lot of weapons. There's a lot you want to do with them, and he's amazing.
He's cool. He's cool as hell.
Super cool. I knew I was going to enjoy it, but it really did pop when it showed up. I definitely wound up buying 4 more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. So
that's 37 you have now?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think that's it. I think it is only I had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the open one. Yeah, 5. Yep. I haven't even opened them all
yet.
What's
your most? I think it's the Crimson. Is the
Oh, the Python Patrol Viper. I've got 28 of those.
28. Jesus.
Yeah.
I still stand by the officer, Python officer.
No, for sure. And then I have 13, or I have 14 regular Alley Vipers, 14 Crimson Alley Vipers, and now 14 Night Vipers. I think those are the biggest. And I really should write it down, because I don't know. There's a couple that. Oh, I have 13 Snow Serpents. That's the other one that's up there. Yeah.
Wow. So are they the deluxe or the other one?
Oh God, I wish. No, I have 1 deluxe, and 1 deluxe, and then 12 of the the retros. Yeah, 1 Arctic bat. That makes up. That's why I ordered. That's a big army. And then I only have 1 snow job. So now that I have this Arctic, the Action Force Arctic stuff coming, I'm gonna try to slap a white painted Snake Eyes head on there and see if I can make him look like Snake Eyes. Just a little something.
The rest of us, Destro. Oh wait, you're saying okay? That's the hose. The hose is, you know what? Any hose that is like not sturdy immediately goes in the bin for me. If it pulls out once, I take that hose and I toss that shit. I hate that. I hate that shit.
At least the early Real American Hero ones were like you could kind of get it on, but like later on, like Charbroil's like mega, like it's like the downspout that you buy to extend your downspout that you get at like Ace Hardware. Like it's garbage.
But yeah, these little tiny, I mean, the hose is like, the hose that goes to the sci-fi. That's a great hose that works. Or the hose on these guys works really well. But the hoses that come out, man, those are annoying. I hate that shit. Yeah. You don't need them. You just get rid of them. Toss them.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for a hose, man. That shit, I absolutely love it. But I can't have anything that is actively like annoying me, or like God forbid I'm trying to, because there's times obviously I love setting up dials, taking the photos. But it's a lot more work than you think to get all this shit out and set it up and put like when I did the outside shot, there was only 13. There's only like 22 figures in that shot, but you got to put a rifle in every one of their hands and you're posing it outside like this shit. You got to mitigate that stress when it's going on. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you're doing it right. So if you've got something that's like popping off or is making something unstable because it won't sit still right. Like, oh yeah, dude, that shit's you gotta make a decision with that.
I know the feeling, not because I do that, but because when I every once in a while my kids will play and they'll take everything off the shelf, and I got to rule off from. I can't be like, yo, you can't play with that, kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they come. Oh, nice one, Johnny. There, bros before hoes. And then they take everything off, and then like one day I was like, all right, I'm gonna put everyone's weapons back in their holsters, and it was like a 3-day. It was like 3 days of my life.
Yeah,
I had to give
I was like, why would you do that to yourself?
Because they literally, you can't really even displaying them. You got no weapon. They had no weapons anymore because they had just all lost their weapons in battle. All right, so that was our 5. All right, number 4.
Number four me for GI Joe.
Yes,
Budo.
Oh yes,
and Budo is one that, because we have to be objective here at Destro is my spirit animal and Destro Designs and YoJoe reviews, that we cannot always put ones we truly love in a top 5. We're talking about this objectively.
Yes.
So I gotta say objectively, Budo is number 4. Just because of all the stuff they have, how you can have the modern version, like the modern warrior and the samurai warrior. And I know some people, I actually have mine set up now where he's like a mix, and I'm like, no, I got to go back one way or the other. I don't like. I thought I liked it with the mix, but I'm like, I got to get the samurai back on. I got to get him full gear that way. But it was just a really excellent figure. He was my number 1 figure for 2025, just because how well he was made, and coming from a figure that I thought was kind of silly back in the day. I mean, that was one of those ones when I was young. I was like, maybe I'm not going to get this anymore. Maybe it's time for me to start looking at other things to do.
Yeah,
that was I got to give him respect for that. That was some artistic work on him.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you could just make 5 figures out of them, you just really could use that armor, and it's unbelievable. You could have 3. You could get 3 of them and have 3 totally different looks.
Oh yeah,
especially.
And I love how they've had like his long hair. Like that's so good, but then also like with Sundown, like his hair, like they're getting really good with like not just short hair. They're giving really cool stuff.
Yeah, Budo's excellent. Definitely honorable mention for me.
Yeah. So
Michael, what's your number 4?
My number 4 on the Joe side is a flip flop. So Tiger Force Outback was 5. Tripwire is my 4.
Tripwire, okay, yeah.
So I don't want to go on too long, other than I agree with Mark in a sense that I think him and there is another guy on the Cobra side that I think that are neck and neck for the glow up, right? The way that they took them from classified and what they did, I think that those two, and then actually, and quite frankly, another person that is on my GI Joe list, I think those 3 can pretty much say they went from something that was already awesome to something that is through the stratosphere. But maybe that's what gives Tripwire that little bit of an edge to the other 2, is that he really was something that you didn't take something that was cool and then make it cooler. You had something that was like meh, and you made it fucking awesome. Yeah. So that leap right there is pretty good. So yeah, that's my 4.
A similar mention here is Operative says Heavy Duty, because agreed that I think Heavy Duty, the original figure, was kind of sucked.
It's an impossible time ever getting him into his contraption.
Yeah,
because like it was so I remember as a kid I was frustrated with it because I didn't have him, my buddy had him, and I was so frustrated. And then I thought it was hilarious when I got him now, and I was super frustrated trying to get him in with this one. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I see they kept the frustration. Why couldn't they give us a broken thumb zap?
Oh. Joe's before hose. Here we go. Metalhead is the most annoying figure ever made. Yeah, I can see that. Those missiles suck.
Yeah,
but he's kind of fun otherwise. At least give him a backpack that stays on.
Touche.
Yeah. All right. Now, what did you say here for GI Joe?
He had Tripwire.
Oh, you had Tripwire. Sorry, yeah, we already went through that.
Mike had Tripwire. I had Budo. Who's your number 4?
Was mine is the question. Yes, Tripwire. We did Tripwire. Rock and Roll. I love that.
Which one?
And definitely the classified rock and roll. I'm just not even remotely interested in getting the other one. Yeah, let me see if I can call them up here. This is I should probably call that out. I am using Action Figure 411, which is really good. They have this nice like grid layout where they have every figure. So if you're ever looking for stuff, check them out. They're really good. But yeah, I thought this figure was
Dude, he is awesome. Randy is fantastic.
Yeah. Randy is fantastic. He's got the metal hands, he's got the tats. I don't know why
the tats work. Like this is one of the things when I saw this, I'm like, he is the new version. Like this is the kind of thing they can upgrade and get like today's kids or today's collectors to really love. He's awesome. I mean, he's an honorable mention on mine for sure. And I just picked up I just picked up a on-card straight arm this weekend. So
nice. Yeah. Now the only thing that sucks about him is he was the era where the weapons were super gummy.
Yeah.
And it is like a bending limp dick like machine gun there for you. You know,
sure.
Like, it is bad.
And the getting that little like weapon like case, you see the cases on the side, like getting that thing to stay on or on his belt or anything. You just like I think the only gummier thing I ever got aside from that was the weapon on the rifle. Can you see the bend in that?
Oh
shit.
That thing just it was weird because I got him, it was straight, and I could just see it bending in his hand. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So
yeah, I didn't need the retro one because for me he was it's just
the retro is not better. This one is better, way better.
Yeah. He's way cooler. Did the retro come with a metal hand?
Yeah.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. All right. I didn't buy him because all he needs is a marble wheel and surfboard. Exactly. Just no interest. To me, it was like he looked to me. This is like what you said about Grunt before.
Yeah.
Was like Grunt was a great because he looked if you like squinted, he looked like the one you had when you were a kid. But then you look closer and he's got details. That's why this new Zap, like what they did with the Zap, I don't like. He's too retro. He's lame. He's like really bland looking.
Super lame.
Something, zhuzh him up. Something, you know.
He just looks like a trooper with a little, Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Nah.
Popcorn Frenzy in the house. What's up, brother?
Hello. Goes to gummiest weapon. No, this one because it's so long. It's super gummy. How long it is. But that's a shame. I almost want to get the retro and give him his gun, but I like this guy better. He's just cooler looking. All right, so that was number.
Well, if I see a retro at Joe Fest and it's not $1 million, I'll get the retro card for you so you can do that. That'll be my gift to you.
Thanks.
And you can get me a beer and we'll call it even. The people are at the same place.
Me, man. Yeah. Okay. So now we're at number 4. Me. Number 4. Cobra.
Number 4, Cobra. 1, 2.
I can pull it up. I got it here as well.
All of the Zartans.
All of the Zartans. Yes.
I love them all.
Yeah.
Because you got the retro card one was the first one I got, and I'm like, this is nice. And then I got Master Disguise, which was super. This one here, so cool. Like change color. I'm like, awesome. And then the classified normal one, I was like, wait a minute. He has a monkey head and he's got the little monkey paw thing. I'm like, I gotta get it. I got that one in Tucson. I was at a conference and it was for work, and I'm like, so I'm like, no, we're not paying for long, whatever. So I'm like, I don't have any room for stuff, but screw it, I'm getting this. I'm gonna figure out how to get this bad boy home because I wanted him for that. So, and Zartan was my favorite, like, I know he's not technically Cobra or whatever, but he was my favorite bad guy back in the day. So this is one of those like near and dear to my heart, and they did a fantastic job with him. Though I will say the other Zartans do not count. Not the drummer or the guitarist or the Ninja Force ones.
Right.
I would not put them in here.
Cruising.
I'm talking like old school.
No cruising Zartan for you?
No cruising Zartan, no.
Yeah, no, I love that monkey paw and the little snake head. That to me is like, that's so cool.
Yeah, and the story with that's just awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. I think we talked about.
Oh, Mike, what's your next Cobra?
Well, I kind of wanted to have this person high on our list, but I don't. It is the infantryman from the
Nice.
788 fire team. I love the whole fire team for sure, but this one stood out. This is the first figure I actually posted my first toy photography thing that I posted. It was a picture of this guy looking down the sight of a gridiron G36, and I don't know. It's the iconic look at the trooper, but he's got that Alpha Commando Snake Eyes vest on, and it's just this red and this black, and he's officially on the 788. It says it right on the side there.
It really does.
It's just everything about it is so damn cool. I absolutely love it for sure.
And I think the 788, like all those figures are so good, but everyone sees them, they think, oh, they're just black and red. It's kind of when people like, oh, it's just the crimson. No, when you get the crimson ones, you get the 788. It's like that red, black, that red. I mean, it just pops when it's in your hand. And I think that's why some people you can still pick these up, the fire team, for like a deal on I think they still have them on Pulse maybe. But it's like they're so good, but no one thinks of it because like, oh, it's just red and black.
Right,
dude,
right.
You get them there. It like you're not seeing it right even through the screen, because when you have them in your hand, you're like, dude, I'm so glad I got these.
Yeah,
they're
good call on that one, Mike.
Thank you.
That look, red and black is better than it's just the color scheme is so good. It's like all of them look better than all their regular color schemes. It's just
To be noted, I'm going to wind up putting my Crimson Alley Vipers with the 788 fire team. So
I didn't get him. I got to get him. I don't know why I didn't.
Oh, dude,
pick them up pretty easy. Like I got a couple of them.
They're phenomenal.
$16.
Amazing.
Okay. All right. So, I'm next.
You're next.
I am next. Yeah, people think I'd be able to figure that out. And we're on Cobra, right? We're on Cobra. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the Range Viper. So, like I said, we're like lockstep in a lot of these, and so the Range Viper is my guy.
I like the Range Viper, but it's funny because I ended up loving the Grim Viper so much that my like for the Range Viper went down a little bit.
Oh yeah,
because I was like, I thought it was cool, and I'm like, oh, but this was so much cooler. It's like,
I just love everything fits on him. He's tons of weapons. He even got that it's got like a hook on the back of his backpack with the grenade launcher fits. It's like, why don't they do that with everything? It just doesn't. I don't understand why they don't do that. Do it with everything.
That's one of those complaints. You could something simple like that. Yeah. Then you can cross things over. Because when you were a kid, not everybody had the same gun every time. You switch that around.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can hold one thing in their hand, and then everything else should fit on them. That's my. All right. So now, YoJoe, yours. We're going back to now. We're on GI
Next
Joe
up,
again.
So number 3, right? Number 3 for GI Joe is Wolf Spider.
Oh, okay.
New character. Honestly, when I got the figure, I bought it at it's like Red something. It's a shop in Tampa, and the guy was so nice. And I'm like, I have to buy something because at that time I was just doing Real American Hero, and occasionally I get a classified or whatever. And then I had a few. I mean, I probably had like 20 classified at the time, so I had more than like I go. But like, I was like, I got to pick something up. So I picked this up and a couple other ones, and I went back to my hotel room. And I wasn't going to open up, but I opened up in the hotel room, and I'm like sitting there playing with them. And I'm like, this dude is awesome. And I have him posed in front of the TV, and I'm like taking pictures of him. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And I actually went back and bought more stuff from the guy because I just loved like that so much. I think I ended up getting the coil. No, not the coil. The Baroness and just by herself, and then one other thing. Because I was like, it was just like such a cool figure. And the guy was nice. So I'm like, yeah. But Wolf Spider is awesome. I know, Mike, you like to use him in your team. Your Night Force team or whatever. So
Strike Team Fangbuster. I troop build with him. I got 3. I can't remember. It's 3 or 4. I think it's 4 now. But they're expensive. There's people trying to sell them for $60, $70. So I'm either gonna have to bite the bullet and grab 2 now, or I don't know. But I can't. I do wish I had 2 more. I think my ultimate 5 or 6 would be nice, but I got 3 or 4. They're awesome. It's a great choice. He's just a phenomenal figure all the way around.
I love when they create new stuff too. It's very fun.
And this gives me, this is the thing. Like, have you noticed that I have a list of like, this could be a future thing we talk about, like just discussing the really good new characters they've created, like Will Spider, like the Grim Viper, like, you know, the Crimson Night guy, whatever. I'm blanking right now. But like, you know, there's something like, and then because I was going through, because I was putting together a script for like, you know, a discussion on these. I'm like, dang, these new ones they've come up with are actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So I can hope. We can always hope. So that's why I like Sundown look cool. So anyway, what's the next one? What's your one, Mike?
My number 3 is Mutt and Junkyard. So
okay.
This isn't even, this is one of those ones where I'm like I have characters that I love that I would wind up putting ahead of this figure, but I can't, strictly because it's so freaking perfect. Like it is this was the other person. So as far as we were talking about with the glow ups with Tripwire, there's another dude that's on my Cobra list, but this is the other one that was on this side right here, because the figure itself looks amazing. The colors pop so perfect. He's got a ridiculously awesome loadout. He's got the hands. He's got the face mask. That helmet that like fans out real like that. It's like very much reminiscent of like seeing him like in the cartoons with that helmet and shit. It's just awesome. Just totally good. The dog is amazing. The best with the dog. I mean, they now when Law and Order came out, they definitely took what the kit that they can put on the dog to a different level. But this is perfect because it's not too much. Like they, you know, the Junkyard didn't have a bunch of whole bunch of stuff like that. So it's absolutely love it. I only opened mine like a month ago.
Oh wow.
I had it. It was one of the first ones I bought, and I've done a lot of opening lately, but no, I opened that and did a whole series of shots, danger at the gates around it. But amazing figure. I love it.
That is an awesome figure. Like that's one of those ones. I never saw them in the store here, but I mean, I would see them online on discount and stuff. I mean, but I ended up I picked them up when where I live, we don't get anything. So now you see the Stinger everywhere. But when it first came out, it was nowhere around here. And I'd gone to Kansas City for my other channel. And I went to the store and he's like, I'm getting some coming in. And so I actually ordered from him, and he threw in, he's like, I got a Mutt loose and Junkyard loose if you want. I'm like, sure. So he put it in there and sent it to me. I'm like, thanks, man. Like, it was like one of those things. I'm like, it's cool. Like when you can ever find something, there's some really nice people in the community that be like, hey, you know what? There you go, man. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Nice. For sure. Awesome.
What about you?
Me.
Destro
is mine is going to be Agent Helix, which I am absolutely obsessed with Agent Helix. And
can you get her to stand up?
Yeah. She's
mine is like,
oh, really? She won't stand. Oh, interesting. Where's the picture of her? I had a picture of her somewhere. No, the problem is I can't see. So there we go.
Close.
Barely see. And I know I put a picture of her up. Whatever. Okay. I just absolutely love this thing. One of my favorite figures of all time. Plus, I didn't actually know about her before, or like barely knew she existed before the figure came out.
Same.
And then I went and I bought her right away, and then I went on a deep dive. I read all about her, and her story is just like so good. But the figure,
perhaps we will have a History of Agent Felix video coming.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I love that, like her, and then now she's one they really changed because she does not. They made up those like weird praying mantis blades.
So, I thought that was the coolest thing about her. Like that was
you know, I freaking love those things, man. Because you can imagine, because she has total battlefield awareness, so she can see everything around her and fight with everything around her. So you have her like using those, and it's just like, you know, you remember Equilibrium, the movie. This guy he's got gun kata. He like comes in with these, that's how fighting. I just fucking love that so much.
Yo, you got to get you one of these to take that to the next level. That's that mission
Oh yeah,
crate
yeah. Nice.
for her
Yeah,
stuff.
she comes out swords, guns, a little blade on her back. So good. And she's got a great story. She's got a great face sculpt. So that's great. Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
That's Moss Mind.
That is Sis 3D Arsenal.
Oh, okay, Sis 3D Arsenal.
Yeah. I just got a care package from him today, a bunch of awesome shit. One of the things I'm gonna try to sneak in with my #1 Cobra guy just got a brand new mission crate all to himself, and it just came out. And here I'm gonna show it to you. It's awesome. It's so cool. Yeah.
All right, yeah, but I love this much. She's one of my favorite characters. And I didn't even know about her until last year or 2 years ago, I guess 2020. I think I knew I'd seen her, but I didn't know what she was. All right, so now we're on 3
for Cobra.
For Cobra,
I had Monkey Wrench or Torch.
Oh yeah.
Number 3 there, because both perfect sculpts. Perfect accessories put together well. I'm probably gonna put Monkey Wrench ahead of Torch because Torch's flames eventually start to dip down. Needs a little something on there, just like with Blowtorch and everything. But I mean, with Monkey Wrench, how they have it where his belt and his loops, I mean, literally everything works so well there. It's not Mezco amazing, but I just thought they did a fantastic job with Monkey Wrench, and Torch was awesome too. So. No complaints from me for them.
Yeah, I agree. Those are the 2 best of the Dreadnoks. Sure. I think Monkey Wrench is a perfect figure, pretty much, because they reinvented him a little bit. They gave him weapons that they just those wrenches.
Made sense.
Yeah, they made sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
They even gave that little harpoon thing, but it came out too. That was
right.
Yeah, I love this figure. And his glasses kind of stay on.
True.
Yeah, so you get him underneath the hair in there. It doesn't too bad.
When you get it that's the problem with the other 2. They're great figures, but the glasses just ruin it.
Me. Buzzer. I ended up putting one of Night Force Crazy Legs goggles on him instead.
Me too.
I got so tired of the goggles.
Or something. I don't even know who's. Yeah, he needs them. He doesn't look right.
Yeah,
he doesn't look right at all without the goggles. He looks like I don't know. He looks like a metal band dude or something. I don't know. Yeah. He just does not look right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wish he had his face sculpt when they put him in the cold slither. He's got a crazy face sculpt.
Yeah,
like a weirdo face sculpt. I almost kind of wish they went that route because he's kind of handsome, and he's not. He shouldn't be. I don't think he should be handsome. He should look insane.
Only we should be handsome.
Yeah, exactly.
I still can't believe they.
We're not talking to you, Mike, with your full head of hair. You just
Mike Bear's the best build. Yeah, he is. He's the best. He's definitely. I think he's the best one. All right, nice. What do we got there?
Mike Stillman has better hair than Monkey Wrench.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with some nice hair. That's for sure.
What's your number?
What's your next one, Mike?
What's that? Number 3 for Cobra. Number 3 for Cobra is Scrap Iron. And I don't. I don't really think, and he completes the trinity of the, it's Scrap Iron, it's Tripwire, and it's Mutton Junkyard that are basically tied for first place on my glow up best classified, thing, because they all look very much exactly like you expected them to, and just with just enough upgrade. I really can't say enough. The tone of the red really does it for me. It's the little bit of weathering that's on his all these straps and stuff right here. They got they paint a couple of the buckles have this crazy gold paint on them. I mean, they went so hard with that gold paint, bro. Look at how awesome that looks. It really changes to me. It changes the complete look of the front of the figure. Just those couple little accents like that. Boots are totally on point. The helmet, which, to be honest with you, I don't think is an easy task, and given what it looks like, to make that look cool, but they did. It looks phenomenal. But then they also gave us this nice little bit where, he's clearly all fucked up.
Yeah.
And I think I think that looks nice. I think they did a good job with that. It really adds a whole other element to the figure. But one of the most important parts of the look is like I felt like getting this chest right and getting the colors right, and they knocked them completely out of the box. And that's obviously not even talking about the drone, which arguably the drone could have got a better glow up than any of the figures, because it's like it's basically quad track. They have them separated front, back, and then two on the other side. The articulation on this thing is crazy cool, and there's just enough detail to make it look like it's got all kinds of stuff going on there. The missiles are perfect.
So well, it almost doesn't seem like it's a classified.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, we got Travis Moody here from Toy Kind of Mood. Hello.
What's up? Welcome in.
Nice, man.
But so that's I absolutely love that. I love that fucker. So good.
Nice. Travis, you got any constructive criticism for Hasbro there? We kind of did that already, but my biggest thing.
Oh, I have a feeling
lack of C grip. But
so what's your number three, Marky? What's your number three?
My number three, three Cobra, is actually I think very underrated. The Baronesses, and I actually like the coil bike is stupid. It's not that good, but she is so good.
She is so good. That one is so good.
Yeah,
the glasses for my glasses stay on this one.
Yes, in fact you can't really take them off. Or maybe you can, but I've never been able to. But they gave her that weird like gun, that weird snake gun. It coils around her hand. She got this little knife in her that's like shaped like a cobra. It's got like a cobra head on it. She's gorgeous too. She's absolutely beautiful. It's like an absolutely
no. And this is one of the ones, and that's one of the earlier ones. Like the sculpt on this is light years ahead what everything else was at that time.
Yeah,
like how they have her. It's almost like it's kind of like when you see like a Haya or something like that, like the nicer stuff next to your other ones. You're like, oh, this is kind of lame compared to like yours. And they're like it's like that almost doesn't fit because it's that good. So that's a good call, man.
Yeah, the coil cycle was shit. Agree. The coil cycle is not great. It's their first vehicle, and it's not. It doesn't even look like a GI Joe vehicle. It's like
right.
But who cares?
That was my biggest thing about it. Is I was like, man, where are they getting this from? I was like, this must be from like a comic issue or something that I just don't know about. Like, what the fuck is this thing? Where did it come from?
That's what she has gold guns.
They're like, well, we got all these extra red bikes. Let's find a place to get rid of them.
Yeah. Just she's hot too. She's hot, she really works. And she's better than the retro, I think. Just
the retro one was disappointing.
I regretted opening my retro because I had that one first. That's what I was using as my Baroness, but then I got a deal on the coil cycle, and I was like, oh man, can I put the Baroness back in the package and seal it? Keep that, you know what I mean? And use the one that came with the coil because it's definitely better.
My retro one I got one loose, and then I got one that someone gave me as a like throwaway thing because it's just like mangled, but somehow it's mangled, but the stuff the like plastic actually stayed on, so it's kind of funny. I'm like, how the hell is this thing so? Because it was the flimsier paper too. I'm like, how?
Right.
So she was hard for me to find the time. Like, you know what? I have it was not a good story for me getting her. I thought they were going to cancel this line at the time because I was like, oh, this is not. And so she was like $200. I had missed her and you couldn't get her. And I was like, it's $200, but I think this line's going to be done in a year. I'm buying it. And so I spent $200 on her, and you can get her now for like 50, or maybe 100.
Right.
I feel like 3 months later, they reprinted her, and I could have spent, the $60. So I was not.
Crimson Strike Team Baroness is pretty nice too. I just got that. Abby from Figure Fight Club gave me a nice deal on it, so I said, yeah, let me get that. And I was getting it almost more to just have it from a completionist standpoint. But when I opened it up, first of all, The inside of that box is crazy. The inside of the box looks like I think it's supposed to be Jinx's like secret laptop. Literally, Jinx. I don't know. Not Jinx. Chuckles. It's like secret laptop, and it's got all these crazy pictures in it. And then the 3 figures are just sitting there. You know, it's the twins and her. And I was pleasantly surprised by how awesome the figures were.
She's also, I think, the hottest of the figures.
Yes.
Getting into weird territory, which I will often frequent. Is she's physically the hottest of all the figures. If you want to say an action figure is hot, objectively. That figure not so hot, but
it's a different hairstyle. You know, we all have our weird hairstyles. We try new things.
For sure.
So that's my number 3. Okay, so now we're number 2. Oh, maybe we will not make it to under 2 hours, but we will not be 3 hours and 40 minutes this time. All right.
No.
So number 2, Joe.
Yes, Joe first, because we all like Cobra better.
I was looking for my glow up to tell you that. Okay, my number 2 is Spirit and Freedom.
Oh,
Spirit is
yes.
such a he does, like, I can totally see how they can make a retro figure because it's a little different, but how it's together and how they have it where you can put it on, like you put Freedom on his arm and all those kind of things. I think this is just fantastically done. I know, Mike, you were saying like you really like the I don't know if this is on your list, but I won't say anything in case it's on your list. But like Spirit, like I just thought this one was really, really cool.
It is definitely. It's one of those ones where, like, I can't say that the Mad Marauders is better than the original because the original is literally iconic. It's one of the coolest, craziest figures. They found a way to make him look. You can tell he's clearly Native American, but he also looks tactical and fucking awesome. It's like a crazy combination the way that they did it, and then they just translated it perfectly into this figure. And again, I didn't want to like that Mad Marauders pack because I love Low Light and Spirit so much, but I got it. That Mad Marauders Spirit is off the hook. It's so awesome.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned it's robot. The coil vehicle is a Robotech thing. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, it does look like
nice.
Robotech, some shit like that. Yeah, This to me is he's a perfect figure. He's basically, they classified him up so he's not exactly what you had. They got rid of the little belt thing, but it's fine.
Right.
You know.
I like how he had a very unique gun too. So it was I like that they did that justice as well. But,
and there's a little, and admittedly, it's like one of those things like, well, his gun with that shot the arrows is kind of dumb. So
right. I remember. As much as it sounded dumb, when I was a kid, it looked awesome. I don't know why. Like, just it had that big clip with all the different, you know what I mean? As dumb as it was, it looked so awesome that I just made it make sense in my mind. I was like, this just looks too cool to not want it.
I mean, even today when you see it and you see it looking at the darts and they're like I never thought it looked dumb. It's like so cool and impractical maybe, but it's so cool.
I used it for
is that what it's called? I don't even know.
What? I used it as like they were poison darts. So when he was rolling around with Snake Eyes, they would just like dart the guys, and then Snake Eyes would be able to like sneak by and get into. He was like Overwatch.
Nice. Yeah, it's great. One of the best, definitely.
So what's your number 2, Mikey?
My number 2 on the Joe side now. My number 1 and my number 2 can go back and forth, to be honest with you, but I just did it this way. My number 2 is the number 30 Alpha Commando Snake Eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love this figure.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah. So I know, I think we all kind of agree about how we like our Snake Eyes, right? I like mine way more commando than ninja, right? Yeah. He is a commando that has ninja training that helps him be a better commando. That's it.
Yeah.
So you get the Alpha Commando head, which I absolutely love. We get the vest that was also the same one as the 788 infantry guy. I think the vest is perfect. The body that they have underneath it, like with like this, he always has like this tactical sweater, right? That's what I feel like is the commando look. So like the tactical sweater, that vest, the pants are perfect, the boots are good. I like the gray version of Timber better than the number 52. And now the weapons are always trash. So I try not to, it's only do I mention anything about weapons when they're awesome, like Tripwire or something like that. But when I look at this figure, it's like there's a few of them that it happens to. Like I think one I was talking about earlier, like when I look at the Trooper, when I look at that Snake Eyes, it reminds me of the very first Joes I bought, Destro and the version 1 Snake Eyes. And so when I look at this, I see that one that was hanging on that peg, and that's what does it for me. It's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, and his weapons, at least he came with a Uzi and he came with a knife, and the knife is great because it's a big ass knife.
Oh yes,
and
that's a good point.
But the other one they came out with that came with Timber. They gave him weird coloring. He's got green pants and a black.
What's with their green pants crap, man?
I don't like this at all.
I was like, this one right here is why I did not get the retro card when it was out, because I had I was like, this is perfect. I don't need a retro because that one was so good.
Yeah. No, he's better than the retro because the retro's too plain. You like your Snake Eyes medium rare. Yeah. So the retro's too plain. He just does not have enough going on. And except he's good.
Yeah.
So
this was my first favorite classified, right? So I think out of the first 10, 15 that I bought, this was in there. And I remember being like, oh, this is definitely my favorite one. While all the other ones are great and I love them, they're not as good as this one. It's fucking awesome.
All right, so that's your number 2. Me, right? I'm like,
just trying to help.
Yeah, just help me.
Man,
I'm number 2. Okay. So my number 2 is Mutton Junkyard. So a lot of these we talked about. Here's my take on the Mutton Junkyard thing. Absolutely, I think one of the best face sculpts they've ever done. And they gave him the arm hair. Remember, he has that crazy arm hair, but that face sculpt, he really has. I don't know. He really has that great face sculpt. This is a good question, Dr. No Good. Which GI Joe figure yet to be made can enter the greatest classified of all time list? Yeah, what's left that you think? Flash, yeah. Yep, that would be one. What really could be that great? Did anybody get the
Blizzard? Blizzard could do it.
Blizzard could be amazing.
I have 4: Blizzard, Ambush, Salvo, and Lightfoot. I think they all could be amazing.
Salvo could be.
I think Charbroil, Night Force Charbroil, not normal, but Night Force Charbroil.
That's true. Shout out to Jeremy, Night Force Charbroil.
I think Salvo could be insane.
Yes.
There's a couple that they missed. They could have gone crazy with. I think the Hydra Viper could have been an insane. I think it's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it could have
been. I was disappointed.
Could have been way better.
Really? Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'll still get it, but.
Oh yeah.
Who just said that? Who just said repeater? Nowhere, Manchild. Yes. Repeater
would be great.
I don't know. Not in the running for best, but that he would be awesome with that, and with the gravity the gravity gun thing, that on the side, and that whole chassis system.
It would have to have like a movable, the original one just kind of swiveled.
Right.
Quinn, there we go. Quinn. When they came out with a Quinn figure, he was incredible. When they came out with him in the Retaliation line, that was an incredible figure. So they could really do him up. Yeah,
they could have it at deluxe where it has it when it's shorts, and then it gives you the clothes you can put on them to make him the winter one.
Exactly. Yeah, he's always wearing shorts for some reason. Yeah. No.
It's for the Midwest. It's the Midwest winter, man. We wear shorts, dude. That's just how we roll.
The only bummer is that he didn't have the hoop for his Billy Club, but you can actually stick it in his belt. Kind of works. So he didn't have that. Everything fit on him, but the hands, the color and the weapons, everything about this guy, he's really amazing. Just really he blew me away. Okay, so now we're on Cobra.
Number 2.
Cobra. Okay, number 2 Cobra. What do you got?
For me, it's Serpentor and his air chariot, or as my wife called him, Caesar with his hydrofoil.
Yeah.
which cracked me up. Like, I mean, Serpentor. I mean, I got him 2 years ago, or whatever, and I mean, I paid up, which is nothing compared to what he is now. But that, I mean, the figure is fantastic. The air chariot's amazing. I mean, it's just. It's exactly what you expect. It doesn't have like the cartoon look. Like I can see how they could change a few things to make it a retro, like a card like standalone figure. But honestly, that has been the centerpiece on my Cobra shelves since I got it, and it was like it's just such a great thing. And how they put them together, and his webs he has, and all the stuff, and I like his gauntlets and all those things. I mean, it's just an amazing figure.
Agreed. He is. I spent $200 on this guy because I didn't get him right away, which pisses me off.
Same.
He's got the teeth that come down. The teeth come down from this thing. It's hard to get out. But the little machine gun on it. The fact that you can pull the teeth down, or the not easy to get. He's huge too. He's like way bigger than everyone.
Oh, yeah. He stands right there with Sergeant Slaughter. Like
I mean the detail on this thing is great. He's got the little fan that his cape gets stuck in the movie. Landing gear, the machine. He's so good. But yeah, and then all the accessories, the like throwable, the staff, the throwable,
snake
Cobra,
thingy.
the Cobra.
Yeah.
Hey, he's so good. I paid $200 for him. I was pissed, but I had to have him.
But here's like, I paid that too, but I was like, he was so good. I'm like, I'm okay because he was that good. Other ones, I'm like, dude, like I'm sorry, I'm not paying that for what are they asking for the retro Snake Eyes again? No, I'd be pissed. But like that with the Serpentor, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, my brother CG Horror sent me my Serpentor, which was very, very nice of him. Before it was just starting to get up to 200 too, and he was very, very gracious and sent that to me. Now, I took it out of the box, and I could not freaking believe how big he was. And to be honest with you, I feel like I should be mentioning Serpentor as a runner-up for the glow-up because they really did knock that out of the park.
The other thing is they're saying, give us a retro. Oh, there's the fangs that come down. Give us a retro. You can't have them without this thing.
Right.
Yeah, it'd just be depressing. If you didn't get this, it would be depressing. I would, he needs his air chariot. There's no
I
way.
love that air chariot.
His weapons in his cape a little bit too. It kind of works.
I love as a kid. I absolutely loved the air chariot. And as much as I thought he was an insufferable prick in the cartoon, I loved having that chariot with him flying around, yelling at Cobra Commander. And I remember my grandmother at one point being like, "If you say this I command one more time, you are grounded for a week." She was kind of joking, but also at the same time, stop fucking saying that.
It was definitely stop fucking saying that because that's where I yes.
He's definitely a douchebag. In the cartoon, he's the biggest douchebag. I hate him in the cartoon.
Insufferable.
Yeah. All right. What was yours?
What's yours, Mike?
My number 2 is the Trench Viper.
All right, Trench Viper.
So, that is an awesome
I did not get this guy.
No disrespect to the OG Alley Viper, who I probably should have put here. But the bottom line is that orange doesn't jive with people like it does for me. I just have such an attachment to that. But this figure right here, this digital camo, it fits with, because it's got the blue patterns. To me, it fits with a range Viper could be leading these guys. They fit with the troopers, the troopers and the officers, and just a general like blue battalion for Cobra. Now, I feel like, to me, the Alley Viper itself has always been at the top of the list, and they just took it way, way, way out of the stratosphere with this. So it's obviously the same exact sculpt, just change those colors to freaking awesome. And I picked up this gridiron kit because, when you buy the Fort Mod, he doesn't come with the full Alley Viper loadout. He only comes with the 2 sidearms, the 2 knives, or the 1 sidearm. Yeah, 1 sidearm, 2 knives. But look at the shield. Like, they even somehow slipped that digi camo on there, and it doesn't look stupid. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Misty.
What I love is like how face mask down is cool, but I think face mask up is even cooler. Like
Yeah.
I'm like you, I keep him face mask up because it's just such an awesome figure.
He's got
Like that's a great one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And listen, I started collecting, and the first time I went on Pulse, I had just missed these on pre-order. Meaning, like they when I went on, I remember looking at it and going, "Oh my God, that's $55." And then I was like, "All right, before I buy that," and I scrolled down to like see what else was like on there. And then when I went back to buy it, they were sold out, and I was mad because again, I love GI Joe. And quite frankly, those promo pictures make the Fort Mod look, like something else. Now, personally, after I did finally get one and I went through it, I think that the price for the Fort Mod and the figure is great, and I don't know why people are complaining. Now, of course, it's a box, right? It's legit a box, but it's not bad if you have any imagination whatsoever to do anything with it. It's something that's got a big Cobra symbol. You got that big 50 that would go in there. You had a sandbag. There's just, I don't know. It's kind of like a plug and play set. You get a top tier figure. You get again, a structure that you can have somebody poking out with the sandbags. I mean, just one alone looks like a checkpoint, right? You could make a checkpoint going in down like an access road or anything like that. And so what I got is
I wanted 3.
That's what I have. I have two stacked together on one side, and then on the other side, I got from GI Customs the railing setup. Yeah, I'll just show you that. I don't know if I.
Oh yeah.
I probably
I didn't get it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. I probably will. I'll probably blow money and get it aftermarket and spend 3 times as much as I should.
What I find funny is like how awesome this one is, and I don't see a portable toilet, but when I see the GI Joe one, I just think. Portable toilet, Scotty Spotties, whatever you call them.
I know.
I just can't. I have one, and because I have it, but I have them up on my, on my smaller shelf, and I'm like, yeah, the GI Joe one goes to the back corner.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
To show off.
See, I didn't get any of the Joe ones because I don't like the way they look. Like to me, when I look at this, it reminds me of the surveillance port. It reminds me of the blue bunker. That's the vibe I get from it. Quite frankly, I like it, just because it reminds me of those things. If I had that as a kid, I would be fucking through the moon. So,
and when I saw the GO one had the little tiny Steel Brigade dude,
Yes.
Also, what really sucks about the Joe one is the stands are so flimsy. It doesn't stand, like the stuff falls over all the time, so you can't even like you couldn't do a diorama that's going to stand up because it's like bloop, bloop.
Oh yeah.
So
thanks for joining us, Cal. Have a good night, brother.
Thanks for joining us. All right. Well.
All right. What about you, Mike or Mark? Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. What about me?
Really tough. We got 2 Destros and 2 Marks, and it's just
it's wild. A lot of overlap.
2 Marks. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I can tell we're all bored on the same.
And this is gonna speed it up because it's exact. So because like my list was almost identical to your lists. I feel like I had like so many things that were on yours. Scrap iron. So was my number 2, which is obviously we discussed it endlessly. But yeah, the face sculpt, the battle damage, everything from his gun was like perfect. He was, he really recreated the original, but made it way more interesting. Misstiff is asking if anybody tried 3D printing. No, I have not tried any 3D printing at all. Just not into it yet. I mean, I feel like I kind of like wait for Classified to come out with the shit rather than go out and get it. I feel like, it's like one of those things where they have that company that came out with the Fang and the Skyhawk, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for the Skyhawk. I don't particularly interest me, but but I don't know. There are things I would do the 3D printing one. I'm just too lazy to do it.
I've got a jump jetpack that was 3D printed, which is pretty good, but they don't have, the gun wasn't right. You can tell their thing didn't, so it's literally just a stick. And I'm like, the base is perfect, but they don't, the rest of it's kind of like, meh. So that's why I'm like, I'll just wait. Like I thought about getting like a devilfish, but like, no, I'll just wait.
Well, devilfish, this one is actually pretty awesome. So
I've seen that one. Show me that one.
Yeah, the motors on that are detailed. I got a 3D printer and I have to change the print screen on it. It's a resin one, so I can make smaller, stronger, more detailed stuff. But that's what I wanted, was just to make diorama pieces to put up. And then I wound up running through. I made a bunch of gun racks from Sister the Arsenal. So when eventually I get a display,
nice.
I could put all these different. I painted some Alley Viper colors. Ooh, that is nice.
That is
I'm digging
But this
that.
is the gun.
What?
It's
What?
supposed to go in here.
Oh,
This is what
okay.
they don't have the little wrist thing.
interesting.
But otherwise, this thing's
Wow.
perfect.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Wow.
cool.
Okay.
That's definitely awesome, dude. I'm digging that.
I picked it up on Etsy. I don't even know who it was. Like, this is a year ago.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it was cool.
All right, well, we've made it to the end here. Number ones, GI Joe number one.
My number one Joe, which is odd because some people don't consider these truly Joes because they're that 60th anniversary, legacy line kind of thing. But I think this here, that Halo jumper, is the best Joe figure. Not obviously there's no character with it, but this guy.
Yeah.
I love
is
it.
incredible, and it's funny because like I had him in the box, and I'm like, I'll open him eventually. And I just kind of like wasn't thinking about it. 'Cause I'm like, oh, it's just ripcord. It's whatever. And then it was I opened it because it was like one of my treats. Like, oh, you finish your taxes, you get to open this because whatever. And the funny thing was I had a tax issue, so it took like another 2 months before I could open it.
Yeah.
So when I finally opened it, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. Like, everything from the helmet, the gear, everything is so good. Pop it open, you can put stuff in his backpack. I mean, and the respirator here on the side that actually connects and stays on.
Right.
I mean, this
It's
guy
so
is awesome.
awesome.
You can pick him up, well worth it. Like I was like, I'm excited for I like Ripcord, the Night Force one. I'm excited for Ripcord as a
he's
like
not
a normal
Ripcord.
classified figure. So that's my number one.
Very nice.
Fuck
Yeah. The non-ripcord ripcord. Yes, exactly. Thank you.
I think
this trio together. Thank you.
Sweet. I think that this is a crazy awesome. He was tops on the honorable mentions because I had gotten a buddy of mine had gotten like a bunch of them from a Ross for like $11 a piece, and so he grabbed 4 of them for me and shipped them.
Yeah.
And I only have had the time. They're actually right there. I have them in the 2 open pile. I opened one to look at it, and plus I wanted to see what that night vision headset looked like because I hadn't had one in any of the other figures yet, just that one particular set. So I opened them up, and I was like, wasn't even expecting it. Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine. I think all these are cool. And then I started opening these 60th anniversary things. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And the divers come with all that stuff. The sniper is actually, even though a lot of people complain, they say the soft goods, whatever. I think it's phenomenal. And then
guys, you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go on eBay and buy one in like 20 minutes. Although these you can still get for like almost the original price.
Yeah, you can still get these
not
for
too
like,
bad. No,
but after we've talked about it so much, we will change the market. Maybe this is our way to pay for retirement. We have 900 of them in the back. Drive up the prices.
That parachute doesn't work, right? But they give you a parachute.
They give you a parachute. I have not used it.
Okay.
So I just have them like this. They say it's supposed to go, but I just have them staged like this. So
that pisses me off.
I have seen people that
crazy legs you don't give us a parachute. What are you doing?
Right.
I actually like the Night Force Crazy Legs when he has his baseball cap on. Like I really like that. But the dude, I mean, everyone talks about how unlucky Falcon was with his face sculpt. I mean, Crazy Leg got unlucky twice with his face sculpt.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, that new.
What's your number one, Joe Mike?
Mistiff, we do this pretty much every Monday, unless I have a horrible, tragic thing that I have to take care of. We're on here on Mondays. But yeah, so yeah, okay. What's your? Oh, yeah, here we go. See now, this is where we all had very similar.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, so I the first time I saw this figure, I remember looking at there was a picture of it. I saw it on Walmart and I was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" It wasn't on Amazon, wasn't anywhere else, it was on Walmart. And I was like, I guess it was very new to when I was collecting, so I was like, "Am I looking at the right thing? Is this a classified? I've never heard of this before." And so, sure enough, I mean, it was $37, but I was like, "I got to order this." Totally ordered it, and as soon as I took it out of the package, it gave me that old familiar feeling with where I can't even it's almost indescribable, but it's just like everything about it is perfect. Now, number one, I'm a sucker for a balaclava, right? Almost every figure that has some version of a balaclava, I think it's awesome. But he comes with flip down night vision, all right, which is just insane. I don't have his backpack right here because I mean it's just it's a Falcon backpack, but it's really, really awesome. A cool sidearm, and look at he's got on his leg thing on this side, he's got like a tri-strap holding it in place, which is I think is nifty. A lot of them mostly only have two, but it just looks serious. And the same thing with this vest. All these different pockets. I love the yellow accent. He did come with a nice pump action, which looks like not a Benelli. What's the other name? But a nice primary weapon. I thought was cool. And he came with that little bit of a string, right? Now, what's cool is he's supposed to be like even though he's a new character, he's supposed to be a paramedic, which means he's supposed to be like rappelling from a helicopter and helping out. Now, I think that's fine, but like a good Destro does, I arm all my people, so I definitely want to be sure that he can save people when he's not too busy shooting the enemy. So that's how I roll with him. But as we mentioned before, he is the troop builder of Strike Team Fangbuster. And as much as I wanted to embrace him and his singularity because he looks so awesome, nothing looks more awesome than a wolf spider than like four of them together. So that's how I'm rolling with it. And there's days I just started looking at it, and I'd say in like the past 2 months, I just recently started saying, I'm like, I think this is my favorite one. It's one of my favorite ones to take pictures of, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is the one. I can't believe that I put it over the number 30 Snake Eyes, but when I was doing the list, I was just like, yeah, I think this is my number one. So
yeah, if I was looking at like personal, like he is my favorite. He is my favorite Joe. Like for my personal thing, he's awesome.
Yep. So I think it's
like I said, he got me to be a true collector in the classified line.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Melton Copper asks the question, is it booze time? And then we also have Mistiff asks, do I ever drink before a video? Sometimes I see a little goofier than others. I'm usually drinking during.
Right?
During.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work tomorrow. So like we used to do
I get progressive.
Our other channel, we used to do Whiskey Wednesdays, and we would go for like 4 hours, and we'd start at like 6, and we'd be drinking with like my wife and I'd be drinking for 4 hours. Oh my god, it was insane.
Nice.
I'm trying to not drink too much during the experience here.
You're being a responsible person. You're better.
I have had a couple moments where I maybe drank a little more than I needed to.
Says who? It's
what
fine.
Are we gonna do here? Oh yeah, the old man and the sled. That would be amazing. Yeah, definitely. Nice. Yeah. All right. You know what? Another figure I did not get. I got to get a wolf spider. Now you're gonna. All right. And my number one is.
Oh yeah, you gotta get one.
Is Tiger Force Outback. That's my number one.
Yep.
Figure.
Yep.
Whoops.
He made all everything. It was my honorable mention.
There we go.
Your number 4, Mike, and number 1.
Yeah. And when we started, almost everybody in the chat was throwing him out as like what they thought. I just think he's so much fun. It's just like the look of the figure, the fact that all the accessories fit on him, the grizzled look. Like he tells a story. It's like you imagine him like decade later. And it's just I just love that figure so much. I did not get the other Outback because to me he was just so boring compared to the Tiger Force that I don't see the point. It's like
like the original one, the Real American Hero line, that night, that Outback was my last favorite figure before I stopped collecting. So there, like I still have my original. Yeah, oddly enough, I used to have my Skyhawk for some reason because I only have his backpack now. So it's like your backpack goes off and you just sit there and just shut up. Be fine.
There's an idea for a show: Drinks and Joes. I like that idea. Yeah, I don't know. We
so if from
I had to film that one live in Augusta.
Right.
Well, I am doing I want to do a live. If we ever in person, we should do it. But I did it once, and I want to kind of keep doing. It's called Adults Playing with Toys. I had my buddy come, and he was not a person who had played with his toys in 30 years. So I brought him his toys. We had drinks, and it was just like I'm showing him the toys he had when he was a kid, and we just have a conversation about it. And I think it's great, but it requires being in person. That's why I haven't done it again, because it's like who are you going to do it with? But if I could fly out places, I am going to be doing it with Anchor Viper though. Anchor Viper and I are doing that in about a month because she is coming here to interview me, and then we're going to do both. So, and if we ever get in person, maybe we go to Joe Fest. I'll set it up and we can do one.
It sounds good. Sounds good. Dude, if there's ever something, dude, you live like 2.5, 3 hours away. So if you had an idea, I'd be happy to shoot out there fucking for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to do that. Yeah. Real and in person, fun would be fun. Yeah. Totally different.
Melted copper, gross meeting people in actual art.
Backblast. Yeah, Backblast would be an awesome figure. But yeah, so that's my number one is Tiger Force Outback, I think. Just like the figure. That's so much.
I feel like he's in this whole last year and all the interactions on the different social medias, and then like all the times it's been talked about in comment sections and everything. I don't think there's been a single figure that instantly gets thrown out without hesitation by so many people than the Tiger Force Outback, right? Like there's more people that will immediately and quickly be like, nope, this is the one. Like I really can't even think of another figure that gets mentioned that like staunchly and quickly. Like people pull that, they don't even have to think about it. Like a lot of people are just like, oh, the Tiger Force Outback is the best. And then they go, maybe, and then they have to think about who it is. But that Tiger Force Outback jumps right out of you.
I mean, remember when we started, people they were throwing out right away.
Awesome. Right. It's I love it. I think it's great. I remember the first time I saw the picture of it on Amazon, the face sculpt looked so much different than the rest. I remember thinking like, is this actually a classified? Because it didn't set, like the picture was weird, and I had to like look in the text, and it was just a weird ass classified listing. But yeah, it was. I bought it on the spot. I was like, this is great.
And it would be nowhere near my favorite character list, but it's just the figure.
Right.
Oh, this is a good one. Backblast and
remember, we are objective here.
Yeah.
So it's not favorite.
It would be nowhere near my favorite character list.
Well, it sounds like the three of us
bottom either. He was definitely in the middle here when he was, when I was a kid. I was a fan of the figure.
Right.
But
it sounds like the three of us all went about looking at a list the same way. And we didn't exactly talk about that part, right? Like, I think we tried to just not mix our basic, I don't want everything would be Beachhead and Alley Viper on all the list. If
that's another meetup. They like us working together. We can do one.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Awesome.
And now
it's fully subjective. I hate that SOB. I'll never be that Pluto can kiss my butt, but
even when I was 7, I hated him.
That's right. He's 206 out of the 205 characters. All right, so we're on to our number one for Cobra, and I went and picked up this bad boy from my shelf because he deserves to be on the shelf all the time. Yep. And shocking, his little things fell out when I picked him up. But Cobra Island, Major Blood.
Let's just spoiler alert. We all had him as our favorite.
Oh no shit!
It was every one of our number ones.
As it should. As it should.
100% the best figure they've ever come out with. Oh, you got them in hand. You can show us in hand then. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And that face sculpt is insane. It is insane. It's the best face sculpt they've ever done. The color on that, like the scarring, the 5 o'clock shadow, the arm, the gun, everything on that thing is unbelievable.
The plates on his boots, the shin guards, and then the toe tips. That's perfect touch. The holster, the chrome across the belt. Now, the only thing that I wish was different, and it's a fixable thing. I think if you warm up the necklace, you can get the necklace to sit more around his neck and have it be, because like I can push it there with my thumb, but the second I take my thumb off, it like spreads out. So if it sits inside of his collar, it comes down like the perfect length. That's the only thing. When I go to do this photo shoot finally of this guy, that's how I'll do it. But yeah, awesome.
Wait, Mark, now you need to do a live stream. I assume that you mean the other Mark, but saying totally. Just got him today. Yeah, it's so good. I mean, the new one is, I'm sure, pretty close to as good because he's basically the same thing, but with the little red stripes, right? So April 4K 420. I'll be out, man. It would be a very, very short. I don't know if I can do the 420 there. I can drink, but I can't do that on being my job, especially since certain people like to tell everybody where I work.
You're already under the microscope.
All my bosses, this is a masterpiece. This is their masterpiece.
Yeah, and great minds think alike. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We all had that.
Yeah.
And everyone should know, we did not talk about our list with each other beforehand.
No.
These are independent stuff.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wait, you said they fired the designer of this figure. Why? Oh, I didn't know that. Wasn't Lenny? Wasn't Lenny the designer? I don't know. Maybe not. Okay.
So I'm not going to say that I like the new one better because I just don't. The brown and black is that iconic. I always loved Major Blood. I think that there's a small section of like almost at the top of Cobra of Major Blood, Scrap Iron, and Firefly that could have their own shit. Like Major Blood is kind of sort of the boss of the both of them, or something along those lines. And it's I don't know, but I definitely love the Cobra Island one. And I'd have to say that one's a little better. But I have come to absolutely love this figure because number one, and it all ties to my obsession with his fire team and that whole thing, because the red that they slap on here, I mean, at this point, I don't know why they didn't put 788 on his helmet. Maybe they thought
that would have made some sense. At least he would have had a purpose there. But
because otherwise everyone's like, "Isn't this just a messed up retro or something?" No, they messed up the retro. But no, it's a 788. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Right. And I
just don't like too much color. I like it when they mute, except for the retro Viper is way better than the Viper, admittedly. But everything else, the color, I just don't think you needed the color. It's like he's better with, he just seems better with. It's too much color, too much. Yeah. It's just less military. It looks less military to me.
So our dude got his own mission crate.
That's cool.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet, dude.
And then when you take that off, look, there's his helmet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's awesome. I've been waiting on this. Now I have no more excuses to not do my 788 fire shoot finally. Like literally since the very first time I got the fire team, I've been waiting to do it. But yeah, just as usual, everything fits ultra tight. Nice. Looks great. And the cool, like the whole thing could come out too, and I could set this on like a little table or something in the diorama and have it all kind of laid out, which I love that part. But yeah, I love that they, there's been so many figures that they've done, especially like some of the retro ones where I'm like, I can't believe they're doing this. It seems like a waste of doing a figure. Why are they doing it? And then I get it. And without fail, I wind up loving it. Now, the exception is going to be Mole Rat version 2, because fuck that figure. I'm not buying that.
That looks so terrible,
Version 1 for life.
We got some chat I'll get to, and then we're gonna end it, I guess. Finally end the
Yeah,
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anchor Viper.
Yeah, I gotta go to work
women that
tomorrow.
are
I
into
got
GI
the early
Joe.
morning class. So
Yeah, I don't know if I know anymore. There's some women in the chat often. Lynn Green here. You know, we've got some women who, but there's not a lot of women in the GI Joe space, I guess. Otherwise, I would gladly invite them.
My audience is like 97% male.
Yes, 90 at least.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a high school teacher.
What's interesting
So everybody knew
is
that.
the age group goes down. Like it's not like there's nobody over 65, and it's like 55 to like 30. Like when I look at the number stuff, I thought it would all be like 40s, but I was like, wow, that goes down pretty far. So I guess it was like, cool.
All right. Well,
I love this list, man. This was fun. I work in the morning, so I'm gonna have to hop off. But
I think we probably
let's just say what do you guys got going on coming up? No, sorry.
Mike, I'll do mine because I got to bail. So like, I'm going to try to find some more Joes internationally for the next, in the foreseeable future. So I'm going to be doing that and see if I can find some new stores when I go abroad. And then trying to get to a few more conventions. Just went to Hoosier Collecticon and had a good time there. So trying to find some other stuff out there. But otherwise, just be here making my free Flash videos because we need Flash.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing that.
All right. Nice. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming.
No problem. Glad to help out.
Nice. You can find me over at Destro Designs and Viper Den Studios. That's everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Go to that YouTube for Destro Designs. That's where I do the podcast every Saturday night. Right at Viper Den Studios at 8:00 next week. We have yours truly, Marcus, coming on. So I'm excited for that. And I've actually have a bunch of great guests lined up. So I'm very, very lucky to
and your guest this last Saturday was
this last Saturday was amazing. Mark did a great job. Everybody loved it. I always get DMs. I always get DMs from people, about what they thought about the show and stuff. But it was overwhelmingly positive that all the feedback and stuff. And you were very supportive of a lot of the guys that were in the chat, and they were talking about their stuff too. So it was it was great. It was great. But I look forward to having Mark come next week. Every Tuesday and Friday, find me dropping an article at Serpentor's Lair. I just did my first one on Saturday. Right before we came on air, I actually submitted the one that's going to be up first thing in the morning. So that's been fun. I'm sure it's going to continue. And then on Tuesdays, I've been dropping in and chatting quickly with them boys from Figure Fight Club. They're pretty awesome over there. I like what I was on their VIP show or MVP show or whatever. They do a bunch. They're like on all week. It's crazy. But that's it. Where you can see me, and of course, whenever my brother throws up the bat signal, I'm here.
I will be on Destro Designs on Saturday, and then I'm working on a Cobra Law video.
Ooh.
And a buzzer. I did this one. I'm really excited about. I think I talked about I've written it, but I haven't recorded yet. But it's the story of Buzzer. So
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, because he does have a cool back. Yeah, does have a cool backstory.
He's the one who was like a genius or something, and decided to join. Yeah, that's fascinating.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah,
I gotta watch.
Well, I'm assuming if you've made it this far into the podcast, you know who Buzzer is. No. That's
I know his background as a PhD.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for showing up there. 67 and love all this. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you all. Yes. Here we go. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to all of our channels. There you go. So, all right. We'll call it a night. It's pretty late.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, all.
Good. Till next
time. Good to see everybody.
Free Flash.